Oh, but it does look like we are off. Now, there are 4 locations across the area where... What is SP Ridley Sprite right there? Justin Bailey. Oh my. I am not familiar with this character.
Is that... What is that?
But anywho, yes, our runners are most likely to go straight to A Link to the Past, and it looks like, yep, that's what... except N. Diaz.
And Diaz
all
is
of them
making a
are...
gamble.
Yep, there are 2 items in hard logic with the in Super Metroid right now, and that is the Vanilla Morph Ball and
The
I keep forgetting it
energy
already.
tank and the blueprint skin, the blueprint seal.
That's the one.
We had, looks like 3 bombs in Link's house and power bombs in the sanctuary. And I'm waiting to see a map check. Looks like Hitaka's going for Houlihan. I did not see what he picked up on the morph ball pedestal.
That would be 10 bombs. So a full bomb refill, convenient for when you're going through CAC and all.
Think he's going to reset?
Probably. There's way better ways to find bombs. And we do have some additional sprite diversity on Hitaka's side, showing off the medley sprite once again. Ooh, that is a bottle.
He's not resetting.
Tank.
So that's good. I mean, that's a sick kid check immediately, and he's going to have bombs he doesn't have to buy. So that's kind of...
Yeah, furthermore, Aussie just did the tier 3 tree pull and found big 20s.
Yes, they were very nice. It looked like a bomb capacity upgrade, or was that triple bombs?
That was a bomb cap upgrade.
Bush crabs giving out arrows.
At least I think it was a bomb cap upgrade.
It looked like one. And in the thieves' hideout, another 20 bucks. So there's enough for the bottle vendor without even having to... I don't know what Sprite Ridley's using now. It looks like a vertical...
No, it's a... Mind of Me is saying Terra the Esper, and I'm not familiar with that character either. Sorry, folks, I am behind the times when it comes to sprites.
Yeah, I don't know anything. Hitaka blindly checking the race game? I didn't see him check it, so it's just 5 arrow capacity. Yeah, he definitely didn't. Nobody willingly goes to do that kind of stuff for that kind of reward. And Aussie's going to give us the first blinds hideout check.
Ooh, there's the plus 10 bomb cap upgrade and spring ball. Uh-oh.
Oh, joy.
Yeah, if any of you folks are frequent runners of the... And there's morph ball to go with it.
Oh, boy.
Now all we need is bombs, and then we got the full morph ball package in just a couple minutes. And we have power bombs, so we can already check a couple areas of Brinstar to go with it.
I did not see what was in the back of the tavern on Hitaka's screen.
It was, I believe, a heart piece, if not some sticks. Yeah, it was a heart piece.
There's definitely a piece of heart on the library, so we won't be going back there.
We got a bloomerang in the chicken hut, and it looked like a big 20 on the lumberjack ledge. Ooh.
A bow! That's a good thing to have early in the game.
And I missed what was on our bottle vendor, if SP Ridley took a look at that. Oh, here's our map check.
The bottle vendor was a heart container.
Bottle vendor was a heart container. I saw that Eastern was a crystal and Hera was a pendant, but I did not see Desert.
I was looking at the wrong screen, so I didn't even get to see it. Desert was red. Red crystal. Gotcha.
And I actually just confirmed that on my playback. So, yep, we got red crystal, Desert, blue crystal, Eastern, and pendant Hera. And crystal Eastern, that's something they want to see now, especially with that bow.
It's not a terribly thrilling Kakariko, but there's been a couple useful items here. And both of them that are required, but most of it's just been ammo and health.
Yeah, so far we got Morph, Spring Ball, and
The bow.
more Spring Ball and Bow. So yeah, not too bad. Not great, but not terrible.
It's probably going to go straight back into Super Metroid once they're done with their Sphere Zero. There's a lot more to open up there now that they have Morph Ball, but yeah, without a good weapon, doing other things here is going to be a little bit more challenging. Maybe going to
Yeah, maybe Eastern Palace, South Shore checks are still possible with bombs. Not ideal, but possible.
and a couple arrows. You can kill those mini Moldorms with arrows, and it's a little bit easier to do with them rather than wasting bombs.
Very true. Furthermore, we also still have the entirety of Escape.
Yeah, so I guess maybe having the bow is not so bad after all.
Yeah, I would say give it a little bit more time before the runners go to Super Metroid, although Diaz can also check the Sick Kit courtesy of that bottle in Brinstar E-Tank.
Gives him a small advantage, which will be nice. Could be something huge. Ossie's gonna give us our first look at Saha's hut.
Yeah, I know Aussie loves to try and skip Brinstar wherever possible, so we'll see if this ends up being his play today.
A lot of explosives back there, Saha. What are you planning?
Yeah, were you planning on some kind of demolition derby? Because you're not the kind of demolition man I'm thinking of. I'm thinking Sylvester Stallone.
We got Ridley's going down to check the dam. Looks like Ossie's just gonna go full clear Eastern. I mean, who cares? Who cares about logic?
Exactly.
Sick Kid just had a piece of heart, so
Bummer.
I didn't see what was in the chest in the dam, but it couldn't have been too exciting. And there's a heart container underwater.
It was actually a lot of cash, yeah.
300 rupees isn't bad.
I'm loving Ridley's Ruby count right now.
My OCD would make it try to get an even number. I don't like odd numbers. Odd numbers are weird. That mini Moldorm in the middle is kind of a jerk.
Yeah, but at least it dropped a big 20. And right now, our runners would definitely like to see a little bit more cash.
Energy tank, nope tank, heart container.
I said they wanted to see a little more cash. Okay, there's a little more cash. Never mind.
And there's a little bit more. So we're just 80 rupees off of seeing Zor, or having the money to pay him anyway. Logically speaking, we can't get there until we get the flippers or a glove.
Yeah, and it looks like Aussie not finding anything particularly crazy in Eastern Palace yet.
And it's still nothing.
That's 2 items, so the remaining 2 items are logically lamp locked. Or I should say, yeah, the remaining 2 checks, I should say. There's only 1 item left.
Yeah. But it is a crystal, so he'll clear it, no problem.
He will.
Ridley giving us our first check of Ice Rod Cave. I almost said Ice Palace Cave. For another energy tank.
I was gonna giggle if that was Ice Rod. Or Ice Beam.
I mean, that would be perfect, but thematically speaking, but, you know.
But yeah, so far, and that's our last time in Eastern, just another green rupee, so Armos is going to be trash, besides a crystal.
Kind of a slow start.
Slow start in A Link to the Past, but still plenty of options for Super Metroid. Nobody checking Sahasrara for the green pendant hint.
It's information that's sort of. Aussie.
Uh-oh, the Moldorms crashed his system. I hope not.
So it looks like most people are going to be headed towards the Eastern Palace area.
Yeah, they're going to take that bow and try and do what they can with that first. Get Eastern off their mind, get the crystal. Just save that. Just not have to go to that whole area ever again.
Whoa! Whoops. Sorry, guys. I guess his audio was not thoroughly checked beforehand. Okay, Ridley. We'll leave you off then. Oh, well, Aussie's killed Armos.
Yeah, it looks like we're pretty much caught up, and that's the only thing that probably could have happened in the last minute. So, yep, looks like we're all synced up. Well,
Except he's
in that
5
regard.
seconds ahead.
That's an easy fix. To answer question in chat, the only things left in Link to the Past was Agina, Front of Escape. Anything else, any items from there could unlock, and it looks like Front of Escape is where Aussie's going.
He's going to have to be a little judicious with his arrows.
Yeah, has a lot of bombs to work with, but bomb,
Oh, there's a whole bunch more, too.
Yeah, I believe that's the tier 1 tree pull.
He's already up to 25 of them, so he's definitely going to be okay.
And yeah, so everybody else is in Eastern. Aussie is doing Front of Escape.
We're going to see what gift the uncle has for us today. It's a weapon.
It's the best weapon you're going to see in Super Metroid until Plasma Beam. They're definitely up there.
Definitely.
Now, I am going to start giggling again if there is Plasma Beam in the Front of Escape.
Yeah, that'll be... I feel like we've been here before.
Ooh, Ridley had to go and take an emergency heal there after having some issues with the Igors.
At least that option was there.
Whoa, that is a glove in the Front of Escape.
There's Zora.
Yep. So with that glove, what do you think Aussie's going to do next? Still go to Super Metroid, or at least go to Norfair through Death Mountain?
I think he'll probably do a sequence break up the mountain after he checks back of escape.
Yeah, makes sense. Oh yeah, because with glove back of escape is now perfectly in logic, and we also got half magic in the Front of Escape too. So interestingly good Front of Escape here.
If he might choose to take a death warp here to warp back to the front and do it all in dark rooms, but I mean, I don't know I know his comfortability with dark rooms is fine, so yeah, that's probably exactly what he said. Or I could be wrong.
I think he's going to go to back of escape. Because if the key is in the Dark Cross, then he doesn't have to go back there.
Valid point.
So yeah, he's pulling a galaxy brain maneuver here.
So he's gonna drop down there and do that.
And mind of me, our tracker also points out we haven't seen the map yet either, so that could also be in Dark Cross and therefore save us the trip.
I don't know if Ridley took that as a death warp or if that was an accident.
Oh, there's the map, and there's the key,
Oh!
and there's the mirror.
Was that all the item? We're still missing an item there, aren't we?
There is one item in Dark Cross, yes, but with that mirror, still not logical, but we could theoretically get into Tower of Hera now.
Indeed.
That's about all we could do, though. No fire source to get up to down to the basement, and no weapon to kill Moldorm.
Yeah, that would be a problem. Looks like he's headed for.
I don't think he's done.
No, he hasn't done the self-destroy yet. Nope.
Yeah, with Mirror, he can actually save a few seconds on a cycle from the flooding the dam.
Did Ridley? What's up with Ridley?
I'm not sure.
Oh, there he goes. I was a little worried for a second.
Looks like the other tier tree pull is hearts. So our tree pulls are bombs, hearts, and big 20s.
So, yeah, I mean, 2 out of 3 are fairly useful. And Diaz one arrow shy of getting the quick kill, so he had to shoot the big red one again.
And with those arrow cap upgrades, rapid fire bow movement's not really that big a deal, but Aussie getting the $70 and a bunch of health from the back of escape, the back of Mini Moldorm Cave, rather. We'll get to we already did the back of escape. So yeah, escape is the play right now by the looks of things, or at least a good play.
And here we go into Super Metroid. With 2 energy tanks, morph ball, spring ball, spazer, power bombs. We got some stuff
Yeah, we can get we can't IBJ to criteria power bombs yet, but we can check Gauntlet. We can check a lot of Brinstar. We can check I think we can check some areas in Red Tower as well. An answer question, chat. Spazer was on your uncle.
This is a very dangerous place to be. Gauntlet is terrifying. That acid destroys your health.
Yeah, luckily Aussie has 2 E-tanks and 1 reserve, so that is definitely more than enough safety.
It's a safety for another game, anyway. And the spring bomb does help a little bit, so that's kind of cool. I love the spring bomb.
Yeah, just enough to get that extra tile over.
That little half second took off half an energy tank, so I mean that's crazy fast.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Let's see, back Gauntlet has trash. Ammo and ammo. And what does Terminator have for us? The flippers. Ooh. So Zora's definitely now in.
Zora's definitely in logic. We might have to terminate Zora, depending on that item. The item.
Yeah, this is probably gonna happen. Usually he's worth terminating because he's kind of a jerk with his.
Yeah, big scam artist. Ooh, nice missile movement on the bomb Terizo gate there.
For the lamp. Well,
That does put Death Mountain into logic.
which also puts Upper Norfair into logic, or part of it anyway. The business center.
Yep. King Zora himself was in logic from gloves, yes, to answer question, chat, but we can now also do Waterfall Vary and Waterfall Ledge.
And it makes you have just one trip up there to see Zora better than 3 or 4.
Yep.
That was an excellent morph ball movement coming out of the door into the little pathway there from Lassie. Yeah, there was a pack of supers on Hylia Island.
Yeah, we had Ataka go straight to the back of Escape while N. Diaz and Ridley are going through the front. Both of them now carrying their gloves. Ridley about to get half magic, but Hitaka picking up that mirror.
And Aussie goes straight to his flipper checks.
I mean, this makes a lot of sense. You've got 5 very relatively quick checks here. And then after that, you can just save and quit and go to Death Mountain.
Also,
rescue the old man.
Finding that lamp in there puts Eastern Palace in logic as well.
Very true. So now the Eastern Palace. So now we're back basically on the straight and narrow path, as they say.
There are no mind-bending logic things we have to try to put together today. So Aussie's going to have 4 more checks, 2 in Waterfall Cave, 1 on Zora himself, and 1 on the Zora Ledge. He does not have enough money for it yet, so it looks like he's going to go up here into the little cave and farm up the rest of the rupees.
Yeah, there's an easy 20 rupees available per trip here, so this won't take too long. 3 trips is all he needs.
As long as he doesn't get ganked by the crabs.
Yeah, and I can understand why he's not going for another Tier 3 tree pull as well, because the thing about Tier 3 tree pulls is that you can't get hit.
And that's easier said than done sometimes.
And we are being told that the Dark Cross was containing the single arrow of destiny.
Outstanding.
So at least that's one unique item we can strike off our list.
Yes, very much a nice thing to find early on. That way you don't have to worry about it mucking up the game. This will be the final farm from Aussie. You know, he's got two whirlpools he can choose from. The one is right where he is, or the one on the in front of Ice Palace. Probably gonna. Am I wrong? There's not one. Oh, there it is. I knew there was one close. I just couldn't remember where.
Yeah, he's gonna take the one that takes him straight to Zora. All right, we got 4 checks up here in the Zora's domain. More E-Tanks. Doing really good on Super Metroid health when you think about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, considering it's hard logic, hell runs are kind of something the game can.
Yeah, as far as heated room logic is concerned, the E-Tank requirements are 2 to get to the, 3 to get to the Ice Beam location, 2 for Crocomire, and 5 for Bubble Mountain. I may have flip-flopped Ice Beam and Croc, but you get the idea.
The Zora Ledge was just 20 rupees, and the King of Scams has probably a scam, but
Yeah, that's a scam.
very expensive missiles. So now Aussie's probably going to go up the mountain.
And Diaz is actually already going up the mountain as well, and received a big 20 from rescuing the old man. Ooh, there is another bottle on top of Spectacle Rock with a red potion. And another E-tank inside.
Jeez, it's gonna be healthy for us guys today.
You know that means there's something in Norfair, right?
It's gotta be. I'm also gonna check Lumberjack Ledge before he heads up and see that it's just $20. I think Ridley is also Ridley's in the back of the skate.
Yeah, he's gonna go pick up that arrow in Dark Cross.
It's gonna be highly disappointed when he gets it.
Unfortunately. Although, as far as A Link to the Past is concerned, we're starting to run out of checks. We can check everything in Tower of Hera leading up to the boss, but still no anti-Moldorm weapon available.
Maybe NDS will give us a nice Dark World map check while he's here.
Nope.
Answer a question in chat. Agina has not been checked yet, I do not believe. There's not much we're going to be able to do in here. I mean, we can make a couple checks, but we can't kill the boss. But it is a pendant, so the compass is in the first check.
Yeah, do we have to go to the basement this time around? Answer, yep.
Can't even do the rest of it because it's all fire lock.
And then Diaz decides, nope.
It's because he doesn't have the lamp, but Aussie does.
Yeah. That lamp is going to be pretty important. Here's our map check.
Mire, green pendant, swamp, red crystal, ice palace, red.
So there's our last unique objective markers. And Diaz checking out the Norfair Business Center. We found a 5-arrow upgrade and a heart, and High Jump itself has a heart container. This is turning into an extremely healthy seed.
Aussie, please pick up a heart piece. He's choosing to leave too.
Interesting.
Is he gonna go to Norfair? No. He's gonna go pick up the energy tank first?
Yeah, he's getting the E-tank. He's starting to think he might have to do a hell run.
There's also fairies in here he might pick up too, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe, but no, I think he's picking up the E-tank. I think he's starting to think there might need to be a hell run. Especially since we can get to Croc.
Brave man, bomb jumping with 2 hearts.
Yeah, but don't doubt Aussie when it comes to making the tricky, dangerous plays.
We got 5 energy tanks in a reserve already. That's really nice for help.
Yeah, we can now hell run logically to all of the logical hell run locations. So we can hell run to Ice Beam, Croc, and Bubble Mountain now.
And behind Croc is a green rupee, so maybe Croc's not the value today. I had to say it, you know. I always say bet on Croc, but maybe not today.
Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Aussie taking the liberty to farm some power bombs off of those frogs. Oh, and actually, chat brings up a good point. We still don't have super missiles, so we actually can't get to Croc.
I really can't remember what doors are what, honestly.
I think the door just below Croc actually needs supers. Or the door getting into his room.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, obviously you are right, but...
Aussie elects to hard reset here to go back to the ship. I imagine he is going to perform the... He's either going to go to Red Tower or he's going to go to Brinstar. He's first going to refill his ammo.
Maybe go to wreck ship.
It's possible with the continuous wall jump, but that's about it.
You can also springball jump it, can't you?
Yeah, springball jump works too.
But he's probably going that way would be fruitless because you need the supers to do stuff in there.
Yeah, we've gotten plenty of health, but we've been particularly devoid of ammunition.
Let's see what old Mother Brain has. More.
I can never get over the fact how these pirates die from one shot of the pea shooter power beam. It's like, what are these guys made out of? Explosives? Like all the free bomb packs that we've been coming across?
And then later on, they never die. I am really enjoying Ridley's sprite, though. That is quite entertaining.
Absolutely. I'm liking the spear.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Alright, Aussie gonna get that bottle. Pour him a nice little damage boost there.
Probably gonna check Billy Mays as well. For missiles, but if you buy now, you get an energy tank.
Because why not?
Meh.
Alright, Hitaka is in Tower of Hera now. We'll see if Hitaka chooses to go elsewhere in Hera.
Somebody's got to make the play to the basement knowing they have the lamp, right? I mean, the game gave you the lamp early, then locked the thing in the basement. Or thank you, Hitaka. Let's do it.
Alright, Ridley is checking the red tower now, or has checked the red tower, I should say. Oh, what? I think that door's actually supers locked. So I couldn't have checked. The spacer supers locked? I can't remember.
Yeah, I think it is, yeah.
Yeah, that's why. I was thinking about it for a second, because like, wait a minute, why did Ridley leave after power bombing the crack?
Because he didn't realize until he got up there that there's another energy tank in Green Hill Zone. He realized, yeah, it's a super missile.
Yeah, and considering I think the maximum super missile ammo count is 70, so there's 14 super missiles in this pool. I'm legitimately shocked we haven't run into, besides Lake Hylia, any of them. Is that exactly where it was yesterday? The hook shot?
Yes. Yes, it was.
Yeah. So for anybody who wasn't here yesterday during the Blackout Bingo race, above Charge Beam is exactly where Hookshot was yesterday. Oh, and we can't skip Spore Spawn. No super missiles.
Oh, there's one.
Never mind.
Commentator's blessing?
I guess we can call it that. Watch there be even more super missiles behind Spore Spawn Skip.
I actually got to see Spore Spawn yesterday. For the first time in forever.
Yes, we did.
And just $20 behind Spo.
Alright, Hitaka's coffee break is over, and he's now climbing the Tower of Hera.
We're finally going to get to the rooms that have something worth value. Oh, the Titan's mitts!
Oh boy.
That puts Hitaka in a huge lead.
Not only, yeah, that's just a Moon Pearl away for Dark World access on his end. And furthermore, Titan's Mitts will make life a little easier in terms of overworld travel, but Aussie picks up the Fighter Sword
Well, just
in,
imagine vanilla
Wave
morph
Beam.
ball, or dang it, vanilla moon pearl, but it's not.
Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see what that other item in Hera is because we need to. We don't have a weapon. At least Tataka doesn't. Aussie could now take him down, and he might think about doing it after learning that mitts are in there.
Ooh, the book is in Mission Impossible.
Ooh, that puts, assuming no boots lock issues, that puts Desert into logic.
Mm-hmm. At this point, there's no point in even killing anything because you have so much health, you just face tank all the day.
Exactly. Too bad there. We still don't know where Charge Beam is. He could just do the fake screw attack with a charge shot.
Looks like he's gonna go check the Etakun area.
Yeah, there's 3 items up for grabs down here. I think one of them is actually Super's locked, but luckily that's not an issue anymore.
And it wouldn't have been an issue. Wouldn't have been an issue anyway.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a super missiles of convenience right there.
So, yo, dog, I heard you needed super missiles. Here you go.
And then you fall down the pit before grabbing them. Dum, dum, dum,
Yeah, that would be even worse. I can't tell you how many times I've done that. Chad, I'd actually beg to differ that the key was the mat.
No, the
Because
key
you kinda
wasn't
had to
on.
step-
The key wasn't under the mat. It was dangling on the doorknob. Oh, there's some more. Okay, never mind. We should be good on super missiles for a while.
Yeah, we need 30 to kill Redley without charge beam, but for now we're. There's grapple beam.
Uh-oh.
And another note tank. And 50 rupees. So, grapple,
Grapple and spring ball.
mock ball, or spring ball, that's what I meant. I said mock ball. Jeez. Oh boy.
This is getting concerning. My pulse is going up. It hasn't doubled yet, but it's going up.
I mean, my pulse doubles, I'm going to need to call an ambulance.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah, I don't want to do that because I know how the medics are in this area.
Hitaka's going to go to bomb, not bomb Torizo, alpha missiles. And Diaz getting the hook shot.
Where is Aussie going?
Might be thinking about wreck ship. No, Criteria power bombs is still out of play. We can't fly.
Yeah, that's probably where he's going to go. He's going to hop into the ship, take a hit, take a heal, take a save, take a rearm, then go.
Chad also brings up a good point that we can do East Death Mountain.
Both useful. Both a lot of checks in both places.
Yeah, wreck ship also contains a boss we gotta kill anyway, so I wouldn't be surprised if I see Aussie go straight to wreck ship now.
He's headed that way. What's on the moat? Missiles.
Yeah,
This
Aussie's
being a hard mode seed, this is actually within logic. Oh! So close.
Missed it by that much.
This is not an easy thing to do at all. So there we got it. That's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to see when it happens.
Yeah, I was gonna go check the underwater item first.
Well, I forgot he had the grapple beam. But Aussies, you guys are used to Aussie being spiked. That's our third reserve tank.
That is. Third reserve tank, 7 E-tanks. Ozzy's on 10 E-tanks already. That's like stand-up glitch levels of safety.
He'll be fine. He ain't gonna die anytime soon.
I'm gonna hold you to that, by the way.
If he dies in Super Metroid, I'll eat my shorts.
Okay. Alright, Ridley going through Gauntlet, Hitaka picking up Hookshot, and Diaz grabbing the Super Missiles of Convenience.
What's gonna be in the red ship? Harmless. Oh my god. Harmless. Power bombs. I always call it the Helmless Harmway, and I don't know why.
Nah, it's easy to get that one mixed up. Oh, we also now just, as Chad points out, enough ammo for a Crystal Flash as well, so we should be looking... Yeah, if Aussie was already safe before, he's totally safe now.
Hitaka's showing a little bit of rage for those super missiles.
Yeah. Yeah, considering it was like 30 minutes in to find those were some pretty late supers. Alright, meanwhile, Aussie dealing with the screaming elephant ghost of Argus.
Ugh, such an annoying boss.
Yeah, looks like he's giving Aussie a pretty bad pattern.
And Diaz getting a nice mock ball. I can't do that.
But I'm very curious to see what the next play is going to be after Rex Ship. I assume there is going to be something at least mildly helpful in here, but the thing we're looking for right now, we know of Mitts, so if we could get Moon Pearl, we could get Dark World access, and with Flippers, that would actually give us complete Dark World access, I think. Or, no, yeah, with Hookshot.
I would really prefer to see, like, a gravity suit. That way I don't have to see a suit that's murdering.
Yeah, I'd like to see that too, but, you know Rando's gonna Rando.
I know always Rando. Down goes the elephant. First blood in Super Metroid 4.
Fairly clean fight. Didn't even have to, didn't end up even dropping one E-tank.
And doing that in Power Suit is impressive.
Yeah, because you don't have any damage reduction from, you would normally have Varia by now. Oh yeah, they couldn't go down to Kraid because they didn't have super missiles. I was about to say, wait a minute, since when do we see Rex Ship before Kraid? And then it hit me, it's like, oh wait, yeah, we kind of need super missiles.
That would be it. It's funny how, as Chad also pointed out, that only one person has turned on the space.
Yeah, that's true because the way Spazer and Plasma work in combo randomizer is because there is a risk of having both beams active simultaneously in Super Metroid. The danger to that is that could crash overload the game because of the murder beam, as we call it. The beams are turned off by default if you pick them up in Link to the Past first.
Also going to save here probably means he's going to head straight for the spiky room of death next.
Yeah, this is a good move just to be sure because Spiky Room of Death is still those spikes deal 100. I think it's 120 damage if the lower spikes slam into you.
You got me, man. I have 200 according to chat.
Oh my! I
That's-
thought
that's
120 was
that-
ridiculous.
That's painful.
Ooh, Aussie is going to do a spring ball jump to get up here. Very nicely done.
Nailed it. Okay, ow. Yeah, the spikes hurt. The platforms hurt even more.
And gets out. And if he doesn't like what he sees here, he can always reset to preserve his health.
It's probably exactly why he saves comes. I guess that's what they call it, saves coming?
Well, that's more so if you're trying to preserve an item that you've picked up, like the mushroom and stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's a reset.
Yeah, instant reset. Not at all surprised by that one.
Who needs money?
He also got the chance to turn on Spazer through all that menuing.
Yeah, but now it's back off, isn't it?
I don't. Yeah, it is. Kitaka picking up first sword in Pink Bryn from Wave Beam.
Ridley just picked up his book. I believe having Spazer would have helped with these enemies a little bit.
Ooh, and Diaz just found the shovel in the room of Alpha Power Bombs in the back. So yeah, and Diaz is taking a peek at Red Tower.
I dig it.
Me too. Chat, can you dig it?
These gonk droids are so funny.
Yeah. Not nearly as adorable as Star Wars, though.
Nope. The problem is in some of the games of Star Wars, though, they're killable, and sometimes I get a little aggressive.
Miss what Diaz just picked up under the Plant Eater.
Chat's not screaming. Chat's not screaming, so it's nothing important.
Chat says it was a shield. Okay, fair enough. Aussie giving us a look at Wreck Ship Reserve here. What is Speed Booster locked today? The Magic Powder.
That's not going to get gotten.
Not yet, at least.
I mean, it's not required. You can fake plotter if you have to.
Yeah, but we still need a mushroom machine for that.
Unless Kane of Samaria is on powder.
Or mushroom is in GT.
Both of which would be fairly terrifying. Also going to have to do the missiles in the sky. Never mind. He's not going to do it with the vanilla way. He's just going to do a spring ball jump then. And Diaz looks like he's going to check X-ray. Oh, X-ray's got the moon pearl. So now we have Dark World access. Soon as well, I don't think they're going to go back to the basement of Hera and clean those out anytime soon because it's a pendant. So Hitaka just got his moon pearl as well because they're both in the same area. So having Hitaka is probably going to head straight back to Link to the Past if I had to put some money on. I have no idea, chat, why his timer's not working. So now, Aussie coming back into Wreck Ship. He's going to head over to Chozo Bone.
Yeah, I'm on board.
We got another energy tank along the way, so he's got an insane amount of health.
Yeah, and I agree with what you said earlier. I think Hitaka's going straight to A Link to the Past because not only can he clear, not only can he get to the Dark World, but he can even do Dark Death Mountain and Hookshot Cave and Floating Island.
Yes, all of Dark Death Mountain except for Mimic Cave is open.
Yeah, Spike Cave is out of play too.
Yeah, we don't have a hammer, but chances are it's probably up there.
Wouldn't be surprised at this rate.
Hitaka's making his way over to Kraid first before he leaves, because why not? You gotta kill him.
Very true. There's three items in here.
And a boss. So, I mean, it is what it is. There's no better time to come get it anyway, so he's not. I mean, you're not going to want to come back.
Absolutely not. Yeah, you don't want to be back here. And
serious.
Ridley picking up Pearl.
Hitaka has that huge advantage because he made the play into Hera and got those mitts. So the rest of the runners, that could be a seriously crippling event. Knowing that Hera's a red pendant, there's no reason that they're going to want to go up that.
Yeah, mitts do lock out a significant number of checks, but here's the problem. A majority of them are pendant dungeons. Ice and Mire are pendants.
You still need them to finish the game.
Very true.
And Turtle Rock is crystal, so you definitely need the mitt.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a good number of places they're going to be able to go without mitts before they start thinking something's wrong.
Those are probably going to get last locations if I had to say much about.
Yeah, the only thing that might incentivize them going back is an East Death Mountain, is the gamble to go to East Death Mountain, and perhaps another sword to add Ether Tablet to the list.
Perhaps.
Ooh, and Diaz not getting the quick kill.
Kraid DLC.
And I'm not sure if I think Hitaka didn't get the quick kill either, because it looked like all 4 of the Kraid room squares were filled in on his map.
I have no idea. I didn't look. I wasn't watching, honestly. I only got 4 eyes, man.
But yeah, looks like nothing too crazy at Kraid this time around.
Nope. Pretty depressing.
Aussie in Red Tower now, so Moon Pearl just a stone's throw away for him.
Hitaka's probably going to go straight out the business center entrance to, yep.
Yeah,
Boom. He's got so much
clear.
to do now.
Yeah, he's gonna 95% clear Death Mountain.
This is a crazy amount of checks. You're talking 7 in Paradox, 1 in Spiral, 4 in Hookshot, 5 in Hookshot if you count the floating island, 2 in Super Bunny.
If you can manage to get a hammer, add in Spike Cave, and well, actually, Spike Cave is
yeah, we don't have
technically out of no invincibility, but we do have 2 bottles to be fair. So
yeah, I'm still kind of hazy on the logic there.
Yeah, same. But yeah, if we can get hammer, we can do probably do Spike Cave. We could if we got another sword, we can do Ether Tablet.
Just some cash and lower Paradox.
Well, that can solve Hitaka's money needs for the remainder of this seed.
Yeah, I doubt he's gonna need 1,500 rupees.
Yeah, we don't need to do that this time around.
Upper Paradox has missiles, power bombs, an energy tank, missiles, and missiles. So it's the Super Metroid Paradox Cave, because nothing of value at all.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the trashier Paradox Caves I've seen in a while.
Like, not even anything that was remotely useful.
Yeah, as far as our ability to clear dungeons, we're still pretty heavily limited right now. We're still missing a fire rod for Skull Woods. We can at least get to Blind in Thieves Town, but there may be something hammerlocked in the big chest.
And Diaz is making a hell run to Bubble Mountain.
Yeah, I saw super missiles in the cathedral. Yeah, this hell run in particular, the most dangerous of the logical required ones. There's a reason the logic suggests you need 5 E-tanks.
Yeah, that's a lot of dangerous stuff in the way.
Super Money Cave only having some sticks and not much else, so yeah, this is a surprisingly bland Death Mountain.
All that hype for nothing. Like, I feel kind of let down at this point.
Yeah, me too. Turtle Rock's medallion requirement is Bombos. Fascinating.
Ooh, and then Diaz get there. Ooh, it's close.
Wow, he's cutting it close right now. He's gonna have to dip into his reserves, though.
Yeah, his reserves triggered.
Just a hard piece on the floating island, so no need to worry about that.
Aussie
And-
got the quick kill. I think that's two for 4, I think.
I think we're 2 for... I want to say 2 for 4, yeah. And Diaz is hell running to Ice Beam.
It's a lot easier. I can actually do that one.
But it's just power bombs. Hookshot
Yeah.
Cave, meanwhile, having missiles, a blue rupee. There's the gravity
yes,
suit.
yes.
You can all calm down now, folks. There will be no suitless Meridia today.
Oh, that's so reassuring. One last check, and then we're gonna bounce off the mountain.
Yeah, I don't think Itaka's going to walk all the way back up just to kill Moldorm and check the last item at this point. I would be surprised if Hera ended up having value. Another valuable item.
Yeah, it's if it does, then God help us all.
Yeah, it's not a required double dip for Hera because the first sword was found in Brinstar. Well, technically it was locked behind Wave Beam. So if Wave Beam was mitts locked, then yes, Hera's a forced double dip. Well, no, there could be other swords everywhere.
Either medallions on the speed booster pedestal.
Oh, and I keep forgetting it's hard mode too. Alright, so we got one medallion, but it's not the one we're looking for.
This is not the pendant you were looking for.
So yeah, let's see where we stand now on our remaining gear. So even though hell runs are still doable, we still need Variasuit, logically, to get to Ridley and whatnot. What could be on pedestal? I'm just thinking this through right now. Fire Rod could be on pedestal.
Yes, Fire Rod. Well, yes, it could be, because you could get Bombos to clear out Ice Valley.
And there is the hammer in Bubble Mountain.
Well, that's good. No, not the flute couldn't be. Well, the flute possibly, but you don't really need the flute because you can
Yeah, you
do the
don't need
lower
flute
north for
today.
access.
Ice Rod could be, like it was yesterday.
I really hope not.
Ooh, there is the second sword in Bubble Mountain. Wow, Bubble Mountain is having the value today.
Let's hope you can get out of there alive.
Yeah, it's cutting it close.
Taka's in the Skullwoods, so he's gonna do some checks here.
Yeah, gotta dip
Ooh.
into those reserves again. Aussie is doing the, has made it to Bubble Mountain as well, so Aussie is gonna get a nice treasure trove of items located here.
And Diaz makes it out of the bubble, the heated room with 66 health.
Yeah, cutting it close there. Hitaka picking up a big 20 in Skull Woods, followed by the big key.
And Diaz is taking a giant risk and jumping into. Oh, maybe not. That's. Oof.
Yeah, what he really could use is a power bomb. That would allow him to crystal flash.
Yeah, that would be swell.
But yeah, we're down to, at this point, for pedestal, it looks like Chad is saying boots, ice rod, fire rod, or bombos. and Variasuit, and I think, well, any other maybe Super Metroid items as well, like Screw Attack and whatnot. But that sounds about right. Space Jump could be on Pet if there's something important on
Showcase Showdown.
Yeah, the options are there, but and now that we have the hammer, know where the hammer is hiding. We know we can get a few things done. And there's
somebody got silvers. Where? I missed it.
I'm taking a quick look back. Hitaka, I know, picked up the other item in Skull Woods, and it was a blue rupee. I see a red boomerang for Aussie.
So the wave missiles were where the silver arrows were, which is kind of nice.
Okay. So Aussie has silver arrows, so the rest of his bow action is free this seed.
Yeah, those bosses are gonna die real quick.
Ooh, Bumper Ledge has the Bombos medallion. Oh, what if Cape is on the pedestal?
That's just bad content.
Exactly. Oh my, the possibilities are endless here at Combo Randomizer, ladies and gentlemen.
This just keeps getting deeper.
Yeah, this is well, and Hitaka knows that Bombos is required too, so yeah, this is interesting.
I did not see what was in the C-shaped house.
Taking another quick look on my playback real quick to give you a hand on that one. As Hitaka goes to chess game, C-shaped house was missiles.
And the chess game was the total rip-off.
Not even a good refund. Ooh, really having trouble with this wave gate in Upper Norfair.
Let's see what's in the brewery. Now morph ball bombs. Nice.
At long last, we can fly.
We can fly, and no more soft locking chances.
Yeah, that's a fully kitted out morph ball.
All we need is Spider Ball. Oh wait.
This is not the Metroid Prime series. Oh wait, Spider Ball wasn't even in Trilogy. Oh yeah, Spider Ball's in Trilogy. What am I saying?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I was thinking 3 for a second, but yeah, you get Spider Ball real late in 3.
Spoder Ball.
Yeah, there's silver.
There's the silvers. Okay, I got you.
Alright, looks like Ridley is going to Croc.
Always bet on Croc. I always say it. Although today I'm not really holding up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious to know where that Variasuit ends up being, because if it's hammer locked, hell runs were hard required. Like Thieves Town Big Chest, maybe?
Could be.
Oh, actually, we've got simultaneous Croc going on here.
Yeah, the sound effects could be both.
Hitaka not finding much in Thieves Town, though, from the looks of things. I think it was 2 items. No sign of the key, though.
Yeah, the big key was the only thing he found, so it's been kind of...
Yeah, I saw at least missiles, but I don't know if he's got any other dungeon items. Ridley, the first one to take down Croc, and is rewarded with just some missiles.
More Burning Heart garbage.
This music for Waiting for a Boss is about the viewer's anticipation of what could happen next with that cape and Bombos.
Because the cape could be literally anywhere that's not Bombos locked, which is terrifying, because it could be anywhere. It's like the ice rod.
Pretty much.
But they do have the book, so they can check the peg.
Yeah, they're not going to do that unless they have Fire Rod and can burn beat Mothula first.
which is one of my favorite things to see.
Same. All right, I see the map on Hitaka's side, which means there were 2 items in the front of Skull Woods. And this is number 3. So 50-50 chance of the big key locking itself with this next check. The small key, rather.
We can hope so, because he doesn't have the hammer to check it.
Yeah. It'll be 50-50 to see if the key is in there, then after that it's going to be 50-50 to see if the item is on blind.
There's the cape, so the cape's not on the ped. The cape is at the grapple beam location.
Looks like it. And that was bet on Croc. I mean,
Yep, Croc was required again.
uh-oh, there's the small key.
Oh, and Aussie didn't get there. He barely missed. But he's not going to check what's in the Indiana Jones room, so he's just going to leave.
All right, so we have Bombos, which means Ice Palace is full clearable. I mean, we already had an item in one.
For Hitaka, anyway.
Yeah. Well, no, with the cape, they can get Bombos, so they can get in the
But they
front
don't
door.
have mitts.
Yes, but in terms of just overall what we know.
Okay, fair enough. We know they can do that. I see what you're putting down.
All right, Hitaka nailing the blind script flawlessly.
Well done. 4 bombs. So
Bomb
the
cap upgrade.
So the compass was in the big chest, which is good.
Yeah, that's a lucky break there for Hitaka. He's probably going to do Smith Chain, if I had to hazard a guess. Since there's a lot of things he can do with that. He can do Smiths, he can mirror to Magic Bat. Actually, no, he can't. No powder. I didn't see powder, at least.
The powder was somewhere we didn't want to get it.
Oh, yeah, powder was in Wreckship Reserve. That's right.
I seriously doubt they're going to go back for that.
Probably not, yeah.
And Diaz is in Swamp Palace.
Yeah, this is an interesting play. It's full clearable. You might as well try.
Well, I mean, it's not the first dungeon I was going to see, or I thought I'd see in the Dark World, but I'm surprised.
And you know something? Actually, Desert Palace is full clearable as well with Glove and Fire. Well, assuming no boots lock, of course. So that could mean we could check Pyramid Fairy. That might be what Diaz is thinking about.
And there's Wave Beam in the first chest in Swamp Palace, so that's a nice thing to have. Wave Beam just adds some utility and it adds some damage too, I believe.
And there is Ice Rod on the digging game.
Well, that's one less thing we got to worry about being on.
Yeah, this is not looking that great for Pedestal. It's not dead, but it ain't healthy either.
Thank God it's not yesterday's seed.
Yeah.
The one time where I really didn't care Ice Rod was on pedestal.
That's the game telling you to chill.
I mean, either medallion tells me to chill too, you know.
Fair enough.
That actually tells me and everybody else in the room to chill.
Alright, so Aussie doing the East Death Mountain checks. Still living dangerously.
Yeah. If he dies, he dies. He's got the save and quit point right there, so he doesn't really care.
Looks like Hitaka just got a heart piece from the Smiths. It's running at 10 hearts. Not too bad, although a mail upgrade would be nice. NDS has 11 hearts, though, so yeah. Again, health has not been an issue this seed.
You think Diaz is going to do left side before he goes to the back, or is he just going to go straight to the back? Looks like he's going left.
I think you do left side because you're still looking for way too much right now. You're still looking for Titan's Mitts.
There's the Ether Tablet check for 10 sticks.
Yeah. And now it looks like Ossie's not saving and quitting, so it looks like he is going back to Tower of Hera, and this is a good move.
That's good. Little does he know that he has to come here.
All right, Hitaka showing us K-45, just a pack of missiles. And it looks like we're going to see a Hera pot technique here.
That fairy was the best drop he could have gotten right there.
Yes, it was. All right, what's on Stumpy now, Hitaka? To answer question, chat, the mitts were in the chest in front of the big chest.
Stumpy had a piece of heart. I didn't see what was in K-45, though.
K-45 was missiles.
Okay, thank you. Oh.
Wrong direction.
That didn't work.
Is Aussie about to nope out? Oh, he's noping out.
Oh,
Or is he out of... and he's not even... Oh, or is he... He's resetting the room.
Is that something that has to be done for the glitch to work?
I have no idea. Oh, he can't get Hera pot if he grabs an item from the mini Moldorm. Okay.
What?
Subpixels.
That's so weird.
I mean, I'm no game expert, but I do know subpixels can always make or break a trick.
I don't understand why that would affect anything.
Oh, and I missed what Hitaka had on Bombo's tablet. I saw the first item in left side swamp was missiles. The second is the map. But I'm going to get a quick look on my playback what Hitaka found on Bombo's tablet. And yeah, there's Ossie's Titans mitts.
He's going to be really happy he came back here.
Hitaka's Bombo's tablet read Big Bada Boom. I think that translates to power bombs.
I like big, either that or a super missile, but yeah, no, super missile's a really big flying bomb. So yeah, that's definitely a power bomb.
Yeah, I think it's power bombs on Bombo's tablet.
And down comes Troll Norm.
Ridley getting that hammer.
Ooh, Aussie barely making away that fall, and nicely taking down.
Now, what is our second item from Tower of Hera?
Oh my goodness!
Space
it
jump.
is failure, so we can fly. I believe I can fly.
Now we can really fly. Okay,
what a pendant, Hera, too.
Oh, if there's something on... Ridley's low on health again.
Oh, he can Crystal Flash, though. But he didn't manage to
quite. He took a hit while the power bomb was going off.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, luckily I don't think it puts him too far back. Because I think his last save was in Bubble Mountain.
It doesn't look like it.
It was in Norfair at the very least. Oh, that's the Croc save. Oh. Looks like he still did Croc, so if the map is anything to go by.
That's unfortunate that enemy hit him right there, because that would have saved him.
Yeah. Alright, Hitaka now going to Hype Cave. And gets the boots.
Alright! And Blue Mail. What else? This is a Hype Cave already. Wrist boots alone. I don't care about the rest.
Fairly solid. Boots and Blue Mail, I'm going to say at least 6 out of 10.
Oh, boots, man, that's got to be a 7 by themselves. Boots are awesome.
Very true, very true. And
now
that
we
means
can go
Desert,
fast.
And now Desert is guaranteed full clearable.
And maybe that one time out of 1,000, we have to do again.
And furthermore, the other mail upgrade is in the big chest of Swamp Palace. ND has actually went back to check it after getting the big key.
I can't say I blame him. That's a good pickup.
That's pretty good news, because that's going to give ND as red mail when he goes back to check Hype Cave. And it looks like Hitaka's going to go get those super missiles on Lake Hylia Island, and then I would not be surprised to see a backdoor Meridia play right now.
With Gravity Suit? Yeah, probably. There's no other reason to hang out over here besides that. There's nothing of value in Link to the Past over here except for that port.
Hataka should be doing fairly good on super missiles now, and I imagine he was probably still just a tiny bit annoyed over the delayed super missiles at the start there.
Probably. He's just making sure he got enough because we haven't found charge beam yet. And Diaz is taken down or going after Argus now. And Hitaka has entered the back door of Meridian.
Hataka, you have Spring Ball. Never mind.
And I have no idea where that door leads in vanilla, but I know that it leads to Link to the Past. Mind of me, thank you very much. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know all that much about Super Metroid, but the combo randomizer. We got Aussie doing Spike Cave, Half Magic Cape, easy mode, and down goes Argus with a silver arrow to the eye. $420.
Yeah, not too much in Swamp besides that. Not too much in Swamp besides that mail upgrade. Oh, and it looks like really just took another death.
It was highly unfortunate. He saved again though, so this is, I think this might be Bubble Mountain.
Yeah, it's in Norfair, so safe bet. Alright, Hitaka going to face Dragon. Behind Dragon was just some more supers.
He's got grapple beam, so this ought to be a pretty easy kill. Aussie gonna go turn in his bottle to get his disappointing piece of heart. And Diaz is actually gonna show us what's on Bombos. It's probably gonna be them power bombs we were talking about. And there.
Yep. And now I know for sure what Big Bada Boom translates to, because I'm not gonna lie, I did not know that. That was just a guess.
Well, that's a pretty good guess.
Looks like we're actually getting our first look at Agina's Cave also. An hour 17 minutes in.
And we're gonna have some fried shrimp. Delicious.
Just a big 20. Alright, so we're
our progression is pretty well spread out this seed. There's not really been any kind of huge item caches. It's just been like, go here, get one item, go over there, get another. Oh, there's a rod. A fire rod behind Dragon.
Wow.
Wow.
Alright, so that's 2 Super Metroid bosses down for Hitaka. Yeah, Hitaka still hasn't gone to wreck ship yet, has he?
Nope.
Okay, yeah, so it is 2 bosses. And then N. Diaz is going to take that book and go full clear, try to full clear desert. I don't think he picked up the boots, though.
He has not. I'm kind of hoping when Hitaka does Skullwoods that he does mirror and check the ped while he's there.
I would hope at this point he does, given the circumstances.
But does he leave now, or does he stay in Meridia and keep checking?
Yeah, the sand pits ended up being a pretty significant value moment last night, that's for sure.
Yes.
It's also starting to look like a safe bet that hell run for the Bubble the Hammer and Bubble Mountain was is looking like it was going to be hard required pretty soon.
Yeah, because we have not seen any sign nor hint of the various suit.
Yeah, but it looks like Desert Palace is boots locked. There's a small key on the torch, and I don't think we found anything important in the other chest.
Ridley made it out of the Hell Run area. Now he's going to do a Crystal Flash. That looks so awesome.
Aussie finally getting his hands on that Bombos medallion.
The question is, what do you do with it? Do you go to Ice Palace? Or do you just wait?
I say wait it out, because you have the hammer and bow now. You could do pod.
There's a question about Crystal Flash in chat. I think you could answer that one better than I can.
I could certainly do so. So if you are under 50 health and you lay a power bomb, you can consume 10 each of your ammunition, so 10 missiles, super missiles, and power bombs, to refill the entirety of your health and reserves. That is the Crystal Flash technique. You have to use a power bomb, and then you have to not move. And I think there's another input, but I don't remember what it is.
I think there's like 3 other inputs. I think you have to like hold down and R and something else.
So actually, chat makes a good point. You actually need 11 power bombs to pull off a Crystal Flash properly.
So Taco checked the plasma beam location. It was just a piece of heart, so he's resetting. Looks like he's sticking around to Super Metroid because I believe that's right near the sand pits, isn't it?
Yep, he saved. It's not right at the sand pits, but it's. I think he's thinking about headed straight to those. It's near. Yeah, it's near the Metroid room.
Right.
Yeah, at this point, we are still looking for Kane and
Varia.
That's about it, actually. Thinking about it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
We'd like to see Charge Beam or more super missiles as well, though. We're still devoid of the super missiles from Mother Brain.
Yeah, that's going to be something that's going to be necessary to get. Plasma Beam would be a nice find, too.
Yeah, it definitely would. And there's some more supers behind Batu. Yeah, and Diaz not going to have any issue with boots locking this time around.
He's going to zoom his way through desert. Plus, he's clearing out the front of Thieves Town. Ridley's picking up his silver arrows. Looks like Hitaka is going to do a snail clip to get up to the...
Ooh, and there's a tempered sword on the right side of Desert Palace, so a sword is boots locked.
Well, that's shiny. I like the bacon blade.
Yeah, not just because it looks tasty, but it's powerful.
And it sounds cool. Just, swinging your sword sounds sounds so much better than the swish.
And there is Plasma Beam in the aqueduct.
Look at it now, just swear, man. All right. Perfect place for it to be. Think he goes to check Shack Tool while he's here?
It depends on the damage boost out of this sand pit.
That's trash.
Given that he's moving right, well, he has to get to the sand pit corridor first, but let's see.
Yep.
Yeah, this is looking like a Shack Tool play here.
Get your Shack Tool hypes in chat, boys and girls. Assuming he can make that jump up there. It's very hard when you don't have the ability to fly.
Yeah, we know exactly where Space Jump is hiding.
It's going to be incredibly difficult to do.
Yeah, this is,
Oh, is that going to get it?
Nope. Nah, he was misaligned a couple pixels to the right.
That would have been it too if he had it. Even having high jump boots here helps a lot. And Diaz making his way back to the land mollusk.
It looks like he is attempting a spring ball jump. Oh no, he's doing a gravity jump.
Gravity jump, that's pretty nice. That's pretty swag, I'm not gonna lie.
ND has also found the other item in Desert Palace, by the way, and it was a super missile. Don't know if I brought that up yet. So, Desert is all cleaned out.
Yeah, but it has some pretty useful things in it.
Yeah, that sword upgrade is definitely going to go a long way. And Dia is now on Tempered Sword Silver Arrows, so that basically means free Ganon at this point, and not to mention Red Mail out of Hype Cave. So yeah, free Ganon.
There we go. He made it up. Maybe I got the Shack Tool hype too soon, but he made it up there, so now we get to do the Shack Tool. Aussie, having the hammer, gets to check at the big chest and confirm that it is indeed the compass. And there's Shack2, everybody. You're everybody's favorite little digging robot.
Yeah, Hitaka just biding his time.
Probably taking a bio break. That's what I would do.
Yeah, this is one of the few Super Metroid coffee breaks you get. Doesn't vent out any frustration yet on Shack2, but we'll see if that changes in the next minute.
Depends on what's in here. Ugh, drugs.
Oh my!
Shack2's got drugs, and NDS is going to do the big bomb.
Yeah, this is exactly what I thought was going to happen from NDS, because I figured, yeah, he figured, okay, I have all the items to check Pyramid Fairy relatively early, and it looks like, he set up a trick there to use the hook shot, and immediately follow that by a Pegasus dash to bring the, to carry the bomb just a few steps forward faster.
Hitaka chose to leave Shack2 alive. The kind benevolent soul that Hitaka is.
He might go back after the race to kill him if there was something on that mushroom.
That's going to be a tough walk. What's holding behind the bit? We haven't seen Pyramid Ledge yet either. I don't remember going
Pyramid
over
Ledge or Catfish.
So Pyramid Fairy's got nothing.
Yeah, Pyramid Fairy was a big fat bait today.
She does not appreciate you calling her that.
Oh, not that. Never mind.
Oh, there's super missiles on the Pyramid Ledge, so he's gonna go grab those because at this point it's like, well, we gotta get some. So
yeah, Hitaka having a tiny bit of trouble nailing this wave gate. Oh, never mind.
You say it, and he does it. That's perfect.
All right, we're gonna get a look at Crab Supers and Main Street missiles here now, I think.
And Diaz skipping Catfish and going straight for Pod. I can't say I blame him. There's far more density of items.
Yeah, I like this play. There's definitely a lot to find in here. Not much in Main Street missiles or Crab Supers, though. But yeah, there's 5 items, full clearable dungeon. It's a crystal. And in Diaz's case, the only thing he's looking for are mitts and cane.
You've got hammer, you've got silvers, you got tempered. Oh, there's various suit in the hammer peg.
And that means the Hell Run to Upper Norfair or Bubble Mountain, I should say, is in 100% hard required. So we had some hard Super Metroid content today.
Thank you. And Hitaka's about to take a ride on a Mama Turtle to get bombs. And on the way down, it's maybe.
Our Palace of Darkness is not bow locked.
Super missiles.
And Hitaka immediately gets slammed by Mama Turtle on the way down.
She hurts. She's a very angry mama.
I'm not surprised.
She's just protecting the turtles that she knows you're going to kill later on in Pod.
Unfortunately, yes. Unfortunately, this does confirm that Pet is dead.
Well, I mean, we can always hope and dream.
Good, but yeah, we're just a cane from no mode. Which, granted, there's still a lot of places that could be hiding, but there's Ice Beam and
Ice
Todd.
Beam. Nice. So all we're missing is Charge, and we'll have our Crispy Beam.
Yep, Aussie going ahead and digging up some money out of the ground, because that's usually where money's parked in the Legend of Zelda anyway.
Mm-hmm. It's either in the ground or in a pot or in a bush.
All right, Hitaka giving us a look at the watering hole here.
And Diaz is getting bullied by those hard hat beetles. The watering hole has Jack Squaw. Really taking a good long look at his map.
Yeah, this is interesting for Hitaka right now because Hitaka is still missing the hammer from Bubble Mountain and and still is running on Fighter Sword. Now, granted, that's not going to be so much of an issue because he'll get a sword upgrade for Desert Palace anyway.
What's funny is Diaz is still missing his mitts.
Yeah,
As is Ridley.
Yeah, they both haven't gone back to the mountain after dipping Tower of Hera. The ironic thing is they're probably waiting for Mitts so they can combo it with Dark Death Mountain.
Yeah, unfortunately, little do they know. And Hitaka's in the left sand pit, and there's $20 in the X-ray scopes in.
Yeah, I imagine he's picking up that X-ray scope real quick, just in case he does manage to get Microwave Beam before Fantoon. That'll save a considerable amount of time.
Yeah, everybody likes microwaving that guy, because he's a jerk.
Alright, Aussie going through Swamp Palace is going to get that, actually, he might skip the blue mail. We'll see if he goes back for the big chest later. There was one item in left side swamp plus the map. So I can't imagine... Yeah, I imagine the kind of player Aussie is. I doubt he's checking left side swamp, but he might go back for the big chest, but that's a big fat maybe.
Yeah, that's up in the air. He does take pretty good risks.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
granted...
most of the time for him, they pay off.
Yeah, in this case, he can skip big chest and left side swamp for sure, but we'll see if he chooses to do that. The only thing of critical note he might be missing out on in that case is blue mail. And he has not finding much of value in pod right now.
Nothing so far. However, it is the front, so most of the keys will be up here. There's a reason why they call it Mullet Mansion, because it's all business in the front and party.
Yep, Hitaka has returned to A Link to the Past.
Charge Beam was in pod?
Oh, did he? I know Ice Beam was in pod.
I saw Ice Beam in there. Plus, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I saw Ice Beam. I did not see Charge Beam.
I mean, I'll listen to it. I'll believe it.
Same. Bottom of the Dark Maze is where that was, that Charge Beam is hiding.
So we are Quispy. I didn't know. I had no idea. Okay, well, we will be Quispy at some point.
I think Diaz is, yeah, Plasma Beam was in, Aqueduct, so yeah, Diaz isn't quite Quispy just yet.
But we as viewers are Quispy. My tracker says Quispy. Dang it.
Alright, Hitaka going to Desert Palace is going to get that second sword upgrade, so that's going to be a nice big relief off of Hitaka's mind.
He's going to build a quick kill land balls with either the Ice or Fire Rod. I know he's got enough half magic to be able to take them down. Aussie's checking the flooded chests. Getting trash. He'd be so much happier if he had his boots.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because the cave where his boots are parked are right 30 paces to the top right.
And he has taken on the Dino Kitty. Hitaka, why are you running out? You have the mirror.
I think he came in through the front door. Yeah, he came in through the front door. It would take him longer to mirror and walk back up.
Huh, I suppose. Dino Kitty just dropping a energy tank, and that's another Crystal Dungeon down for it, and his fourth. And to be fair-minded, me, the Sea Whiz is a weapon, defensive weapon on our naval vessels, and those things are pretty awesome.
I should know.
Go ahead.
I should know. I play a lot of Ace Combat 7, and those things block your missiles all the time.
That's what they're designed to do. They kind of look like R2-D2 with a very angry disposition. NDS realizing he can't go to, well, he can do Kingstown, but he has to go in a different way because he doesn't have.
Unfortunately. Alright, Ridley doing Thieves Town now.
And Aussie did not go back for the big chest, but he's going to get his boots here. Energy tank and Bonker.
Yeah, so at least Aussie will have blue mail. But, yeah, Aussie should be in pretty decent shape for the rest of the seed as far as his utility.
Yeah, he's going to be kind of happy he got his Go Fasters now.
And he has not cleared Desert yet, so is pretty much guaranteed that Tempered Sword as well. So yeah, Aussie's going to be on Tempered Sword Silvers, and Diaz is on Tempered Sword Silvers.
Yeah,
Ridley is also eventually going to...
Go ahead, sorry.
Ridley is also going to be on Tempered Sword Silvers. Where was the second sword we found in Super Metroid again? I know the first one was Pink Bryn. Bubble Mountain, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Because, yeah, Hitaka needs to go to Bubble Mountain.
It's in the or the Bubble Mountain Reserve area.
Yeah,
I mean,
Hitaka...
I don't even remember where their first sword was, man. I'm sorry.
No, it's alright. It was in Wavegate Room in Pink Bryn. But yeah, I mean, Hitaka... I'm just trying to think. Yeah, Hitaka's still really looking for that hammer, but what else could he do before going to Bubble Mountain? I'm just thinking this through a little bit.
I mean, right now, he could do...
He could kind of do ice, but he can't get to Cold Stare.
You can do Skull Woods. I don't know. Pendant Ice, man. Nobody wants to go into Pendant Ice.
Yeah, it's not even a green pendant. Myers the green, and we can't even get in there yet. We still can't get to Lower Norfair, logically.
And we haven't found the flute yet.
Well, actually, we can. We found Varisuit. We know how we can get there, but Hitaka can't logically get there.
And it's a long way to go.
Now, I know Hitaka would try... He would try the Lower Norfair, the Ridley Hell Run, if given the equipment for it. And given the number of energy tanks we have seen, I think there's a total of, plus the 3 reserves, 10 known.
Sure. There's a lot, but that's still a really rough. I've seen many runs failed because they try to Hell Run Ridley. Red Cane, Kingstown.
And it is boots locked. And mitts locked, actually. Well, not necessarily mitts locked.
You can use a mirror. It's definitely boots locked, though.
But yeah, so Hitaka is in Hammer No mode. In Hammer Go mode, rather. Or actually, no, Hammer and Cape.
Yeah, where was Cape again?
That was also in... that was on Croc.
Yes, right.
Well, not on Croc.
But I was betting on Croc again. Look at that.
Yeah, so Hitaka really just needs to get a little on the hot side, and then everything will be okay.
I think he's probably looking for his various suit before he goes down there. And I mean, he can be disappointed because you kind of need to go down there to get your various.
Exactly, yeah. For those just coming in, the hammer was in Bubble Mountain, but the barrier suit is beneath hammer pegs. So yeah, you kinda. Oh, Hitaka is setting up a fake powder here. I like this play. Get this out of the way. Maybe check the. Maybe think about checking the mushroom while you're at it. Get the fetch quests out of the way from Shaq, because the mushroom was on Shack Tool after all. Oh, actually, never mind. That's not going to yield anything. We're already in no mode. And just a hard container on the magic bat. Aussie about to pick up the charge beam from the dark maze. Oh, and yeah, not having hammer might also keep Hitaka away from pod for a while. So it's gonna be a while before Hitaka gets that charge beam.
Yeah, but he'll get it eventually. One can hope. Looks like he's gonna go fake powder.
He already did fake powder though.
Oh, he did? Okay. I was drawing my attention elsewhere briefly.
Yeah, he's going back to check Bumper Cave, I think.
Gotcha. You just still had the mushroom.
not.
I was curious.
Or no, he's not going to Bumper Cave. He's going to
He's gonna do King's Tomb.
He just did King's Tomb.
Oh, he already
though.
did King's Tomb. Where's he?
He's going to Graveyard Ledge.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
I'm having brain farts all over the place, man.
Yeah, I had no idea where he was going for a second too. I was like, why not do both these checks together? But I guess he just didn't. Alright, and D is picking up their Morph Ball bombs from Thieves Town. Those weren't Thieves Town, right? Yeah, they should have been Thieves Town.
Sure.
And Ridley now picking up their Bombos medallion, so now Ridley is looking good for medallions, but is unfortunately still missing those Titans mitts.
Hitaka gonna go turn in the mushroom to the witch at this point, I'm guessing. That's why he's up.
Yeah, he's gonna
Probably
find out if that Shack Tool run was worth it.
They're probably gonna route in Catfish shortly after. Can't remember if he's actually seen Zora or not. I don't know if all five of our runners. All four of our runners have gone there yet.
Yeah, actually, chat's correcting me. They weren't actually in Thieves Town, and I think it was in. I'm now thinking it was Brewery, if I'm not mistaken. Okay.
The Quake medallions on the mushroom.
Alright, so medallions are no longer an issue this seed.
And Quake probably not going to be required.
Unfortunately. I mean, there's nothing in Mire that could be useful anyway, so even if Mire was Quake, yeah, not gonna help.
Not at all.
I'm gonna definitely ask Hitaka why he's been putting off Norfair for so long. I mean, I can understand why too, because getting the early mitts, you could do all of Death Mountain, and then gradually things in Link to the Past just started coming together.
Maybe he just doesn't like doing hell runs.
Not to mention the gravity suit incentivizing you to do Meridian now that you don't have to do it suitless.
Good, yeah, but now you're just going to do a different zone suitless, which is not as bad, but still not cool. And the Catfish giving us another horde, rupee horde.
Yeah, it looks like yeah, Aussie picking up the next E-Tank from Helmasaur King. So yeah, at this point, where's Hitaka going? Is he going to do ice without the hammer?
I hope not.
Doesn't look like it. He's headed back to Meridia, it appears.
That's going towards pod.
Oh, it is? Okay. Yeah, he's gonna dip pod without the hammer. This will get him his charge beam, which actually may be a blessing, because my theory here is that Hitaka is going to get the charge beam. Eventually something's got to bring him to Bubble Mountain. I mean, it's just inevitable. But after that, with charge beam and plenty of E-tanks in hand, not to mention plasma charge wave, plasma charge wave ice for that matter, I think he is going to attempt the Ridley Hell Run.
I hope not. I mean, that's the runners know that's not logic. So doing that just seems foolish.
True, but at the same time, it gets
Oh
well.
my
Granted, Hitaka has.
Look at Aussie's health.
Oh yeah, and that's the other reason I was suggesting that we might see that Hell Run, because we have 13 E-tanks and 3 reserves. The energy is there.
So dangerous, though.
Oh no, there's no question. I won't. I don't question that at all. But given where Various Suit is, it would require a pretty long trip back into A Link to the Past to go pick it up after getting Hammer. So, hence my theory that Hitaka, after finding that hammer, may decide to attempt to go mode the rest of Super Metroid.
Yeah, you're probably not wrong. And
Yeah, because Hitaka's going to find Cape and, well, has to go to Crocomire, granted, but he's got to find Cape and Hammer to wrap this seed up.
Oof.
So yeah, I'm under the idea that I think it's definitely it's something I would like to see. I'm certainly like to see him complete it, but yeah, I mean, I just imagine, you know, granted, I'm not racing, so I wouldn't be able to speak from experience on this front, but I'm just imagining based on what we know and what is going to have to happen next.
Aussie's going over to you this showcase showdown area. To answer your question, Chad, the fastest way to beat Ridley is probably super missiles. Takes 30 super missiles to kill him. He takes double damage from them. If not that, then charged ice plasma shots would be the best.
Yeah, charge ice wave plasma I think does 900 damage compared to a super missile's. I think super missile normal damage is 300, but it's
I think it does
Ridley.
600 on Ridley. Yeah.
Yeah, and there was screw attack at the showcase showdown.
So that's pretty.
Oh, if Hitaka decides to route in Lower Norfair that way. Sorry, the amount of options that are that I'm thinking about how people can handle this is just intriguing.
Yeah, this is what hard logic does. It kind of makes things interesting.
All right, pretty flawless, painless fight from Aussie for Golden Chorizo. Just rewarded with 50 rupees, though.
And he's going to check out the Mire area. He's got Mire Shed. He can do Checkerboard Cave. He's going to give us the medallion for Mire, which is Quake, which he does not have, thank goodness.
Yeah, he's going to probably route in Desert real quick, get his Tempered Sword.
Oh my. The flute was behind Lower Norfair.
And it was right in front of Misery Mire.
Wow. What is going on here? That's a terrible place for a flute.
Yeah.
It's not even remotely useful at this point.
Maybe except for getting back up Death Mountain, but that's about it.
You can just save and quit.
Exactly.
I mean, he's going to go activate it too. So, I mean, he's probably that flute's probably not even going to get activated.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if we see that skipped. And Diaz is going to Meridia without gravity suit.
Unless he
Oh boy.
activates it. Unless he activates it when he goes to do. Oh my God!
And
Aussie picked up
there,
his last energy.
well, Aussie's at full health.
I don't think I've ever seen full health in Super Metroid in a combo randomizer.
I've seen it a couple of times during the winter tourney last year, but yeah, that's pretty rare. And yeah, just as I figured, Aussie is going straight into Desert Palace to pick up his what will be 5th crystal and Tempered Sword.
My oh my. Crazy randos are crazy randos. These are so much fun. This is why I like doing.
All right, Hitaka has hard reset back to the ship. And
He's got quite a bit of ammo.
Yeah, he's great on his ammo. And now he has Charge Beam with Ice Wave Plasma, so he's at full power. But he elects first to fly up to Criteria Power Bombs. We have not seen this yet, actually.
Knowing what we know, there's nothing valuable.
Yeah, unfortunately. The only thing that he might want to see is another Super Pack.
Or maybe a speed booster.
Power Bombs also wouldn't be too bad because right now Hitaka only has enough ammunition for 1 Crystal Flash.
Or it could be the high jump boost.
That works. That's pretty helpful too. Not the most useful at this stage of the game, but still not bad.
He doesn't have his space jump, and he's probably never going to have it because he's not going to go back and kill more.
No, he's not. There's Ridley's Ice Beam. Soon to get, very soon to get charged, no doubt.
Silas Meridia is just so cancerous.
Yeah, alright, Hitaka doing Wreck Ship now. Now, Hitaka's not going to be, is going to feel pretty happy seeing the powder at Wreck Ship Reserve, because he knows that's useless, and he knows that he wouldn't have had to go get Speed Booster to get it. And Hitaka also now does have Microwave, so this Phantoon fight on his end will be nice and quick, so this will be a nice extra minute saved between him and the other runners.
I like it how he just power bombed the exit to that when he has regular bomb.
Muscle memory?
Yeah, probably. I mean, you get so used to using power bombs, you forget you get the original ones. So Aussie's done with Desert. Now he's gonna go check Agina's cave and then probably go back into Lower Norfair.
Alright, Hitaka getting some more power bombs from the spooky missiles. Yeah, so yeah, Hitaka, I think Hitaka wants to see one more power bomb pack.
So he'd be pretty content with that, yeah.
Yeah, because that'll not only 25 power bombs is enough for the game, and it's enough for 2 crystal flashes. Diaz having a bit of trouble with this room in Meridia.
This room is difficult with gravity suit. Never mind without.
Now, granted, absolute worst case scenario, if things got bad, I don't think Diaz saved recently, so he could reset to the ship.
That's a bonus. Oh, man, I was wrong. Here's the flute. Everybody rise with the playing of the Link to the Past.
And with 1 plasma beam to the face, Hitaka has very swiftly defeated Phantoon.
I blinked and I missed it. And Aussie flutes to his house. Aussie gonna do the big red bomb, or is he already done?
I don't think he's done Big Red Bomb. Oh, and Andy is so close to getting up that room. He's doing unmorph jumps to try and get up Diaz, but it's not working out so well.
Yeah, that looks like a really tough execution trick to do.
Yeah. Aussie at this point, the only thing Aussie's looking for is Fire Rod, and that was chilling in...
Dragon.
Yeah, that's right, Dragon. So it wasn't chilling, it was snorkeling.
I was going to say drowning. It's
Well,
a fire rod underwater, man. That can't feel good.
It still works. So yeah, besides that pendant dip to Hera for the mirror, not too much pendant dipping required today.
Thank goodness, because two of them really suck.
And it looks like Hataka is going to full clear wreck ship.
So where does Aussie go now? He's gonna go check Catfish, and then what?
Let's see.
I think we're in no mode.
We are in no mode, absolutely. Ever since Hataka found that Kane in King's Tomb.
Well, I'm just behind the times, aren't I?
But yeah, Aussie needs to go to Meridia to get Fire Rod. Ridley's still missing Titan's Mitts for a lot of things, and Diaz needs to get Fire Rod and I don't know if I think he picked up, no he didn't, I don't think he picked up the cape because he never fought Croc.
He also doesn't have his mitts.
Oh right, yeah, and Diaz is still missing Mitts.
Oh, he was so close. That does not look like an easy thing to do. That trick looks very difficult. Yeah, Aussie looks like he's swimming for Meridia. There's no other reason why he would take this portal.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to do it, so I'm not surprised by this.
That'll put him in go mode.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to skip Meridia, like, entirely. Because, yeah, that's something Aussie likes to try and Galaxy Brain. If he can skip a whole area, then he will try. But not the case this time. There was pretty much progression everywhere this time. I'm just trying to think. We had the Mirror and Hera, Fire Rod behind Dragon. I think the book, or I should say the Mirror and... Did I say Mirror and Hera already? I probably did.
I have no idea.
The Hammer in...
Bubble Mountain.
Yeah, Hammer and Bubble Mountain. Beams and Pod.
Yeah, the only two beams you really needed were in there. I mean, Book was in Mission Impossible. Ice Rod was Digging Game. Kane was in, King's Tomb.
Yeah, Mitts on Mitts and Hera. Yeah, Mirror wasn't in Hera. Mirror was in Hyrule Castle. But yeah, still all over the place today.
Yeah, there's been chaos. Oh my! I've never seen a full E-tank in this race ever.
Yeah, Aussie is memeing right now. He's just deliberately taking damage for the heck of it.
I mean, when you've got what 17 energy tanks, relatively.
Yeah, you're not worried.
Yeah, again, as I said, if he dies in Super Metroid, I'll eat my shorts. At this point, I really don't think I'm going to be having shorts for dessert.
And gets the quick kill.
Oh, if he does, man, that's not fair. And at 2 hours, 6 seconds, Aussie 101's.
And this is a very comfortable go mode to full equipment. Although I think Aussie's just missing Plasma Beam.
Yeah, and I don't remember where that.
Plasma was an Aqueduct, so unless he decides to just ditch Meridian, go straight to Ridley, I don't think he's going to pick that up. Not to mention it would require a lot of time just to snail clip. We have no idea where that speed booster's hiding.
But he is going to have to go find some supers. I don't think he's going to.
He's got 40. Well, as far as supers ammo, yes. But his current ammo is only 17, but his cap is 40. Not to mention he's got Charge Beam.
Right, Derp. He's got Charge Beam. Charged Spacer's going to be slow, but it'll do it. You're right. I forgot. I'm blind.
No, blind is in Thieves Town.
Not anymore, he isn't. He did.
But yeah, Aussie is Aussie just went straight back to Link to the Past. He's gonna go mode Link to the Past and finish this up.
Yeah, he's got Skullwoods, Turtle Rock, and Ganon's Tower. So
yeah, Hitaka is in Red Tower. Oh, he hasn't been to Red Tower yet either.
He's gonna get his shovel here. I think. No, it's a shield. Sorry, it's a shield.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about Aussie for a second. And Skullwoods was Skullwoods had just cash, I think. Cash and missiles. We got Ridley doing Swamp for now, and N Diaz is unfortunately still struggling with this room.
What's up, bro? I mean, I have no idea how to do that, so I can't even comment on how hard that is, but it doesn't look.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's instant unmorph and bomb space jumps in Metroid Prime, but unfortunately, Super Metroid, it's a lot different.
Yeah, I don't even know how to do those in Super Metroid or in Metroid Prime, and I'm pretty good at that game. Well, at least I think I'm pretty good. I could be terrible. Who knows?
Yeah,
and down goes the moth.
And that is Aussie's 6th crystal.
He still has to kill Ridley, too.
He does have to kill Ridley, but he can do that after finishing up Ganon. The nice thing about being in Go mode with so much left is that it just comes down to boss routing at this point.
Is he going to flute and go to Lower Nerve for now, or is he going to go clear out Turtle Rock? Turtle Rock it is.
And looks like we have Hitaka finally beginning the hell runs. Maybe? Yeah, he's finally hell running. He's gonna go to Ice Beam first.
Man, it is the easiest one to get to. Now, the mock balls are in logic for hard mode, so actually needing speed booster this run has not been necessary.
Yeah, in fact, I'm willing to bet Speed Booster's chilling in GT right now. We'll find out probably in a couple more minutes.
Probably in GT or one of the pendant dungeons, or maybe even here in Tor.
Could be, but Aussie is definitely going to go mode Turtle Rock at this point. He needs absolutely nothing else.
Yeah, and I mean, to be fair, Go Mode Turtle Rock and normal Turtle Rock is like pretty much the same speed anyway.
Yeah, unless you get the God setup, where you get an early big key and 2 small keys.
Yeah, and the chances of that are usually pretty slim, but you never know. We're 1/3 of the way there.
Yeah, 1 small key. All things considering, entering Go mode at under 2 hours, this is turning out to be a fairly quick seed, all things considering.
Yeah, this is going a lot swifter than I thought it was going to.
And it just came down to really, for Aussie, where he went next. And making the trip back to Death Mountain to go and route Hera back in.
Yeah, those myths definitely were not something that anybody was expecting to be there, and even the space jump's going to help him immensely later.
Yeah, I think what's unfortunately kept Hitaka away from the hammer so long is that he chased the Titans myths a little too far after picking him up.
Sometimes you follow the logic, sometimes the logic follows you. It made sense in my brain before I said it. I don't know.
Now, the logic has been a pretty big pain in the backside, particularly concerning that hammer. And would someone call Brian? We found his cane. It's surrounded by a bunch of chain chops in Turtle Rock. Would someone please call pest control? We need to deal with that.
I'm guessing that Brian probably dropped it because he was dead. Because the chain jumps probably ate him. I mean, they are Bowser's minions, and we all know that Bowser's a bad guy.
I don't know. Lately, he has been kind of taking a back seat. Spend more time being a good dad.
I mean, that's good. I suppose that's fair. I mean, he started to turn out to be kind of a good guy in Super Mario RPG, where he was like, I'm going to be bad, but I'm also going to help get my castle back, so I got to be kind of good.
Pretty much.
And Vanilla Key, the big key was in the Vanilla chest in Turtle Rock, unfortunately.
Yeah, so Hitaka now picking up Tempered Sword and is just a mere moments away from getting that hammer and entering Go mode. Actually, nope, still needs the cape from Croc.
He's already picked up the hammer.
Never mind, so yeah, Hitaka still needs the cape from Croc to be in Go mode.
And the Croc run, the Croc Hell run is a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, unfortunately, Hitaka has to farm up a little bit here.
I don't know why I was thinking about cake.
I hope it's not because you're hungry. It's already 11 o'clock at night here. That'd be a midnight snack for you. Or at least for me. I should say. Sorry.
I was gonna say for you. For me, it's only at 10 o'clock for me. Don't you tell me how to live my life. I'll eat cake when I wanna. That's why I'm fat. Anyway, Hossie's making it through the Crystal Roller room. And Diaz is still stuck on this awful jump here.
I'm actually legit surprised he hasn't reset back to the ship at this point. He didn't save when he came into Meridia, did he? I don't think so.
At this point, it's been 20 minutes since he started this. I have no idea where he saved it. I don't think he did, but then again, he might have. Yeah, I think I'm gonna agree with Chad. He probably knows that he's done, so he's just gonna keep practicing. He's just probably just waiting for the dot done from somebody else.
Yeah, Hitaka's still farming up some health here.
I don't understand why the key to if there's a key on Laser Bridge, why is it always in the last chest you look in?
Because Rando's gonna
if you go to the last chest first, it's in the first chest. If you go to the first chest first, it's in the last chest. Every single time it goes to the place that you don't look. I swear it happens every time.
I guess Laser Bridge just likes to be checked out.
Aussie didn't even bother to pick up the full magic decanter there. He's like, well, I got enough. I'll be back.
Yeah, he's got a Tempered Sword. He can definitely, okay.
I am confused.
Is he?
Is he having a stroke?
Oh, he just refilled his magic. I don't know how he did that, but rapidly flashing the cane like that just caused his magic to go up by 25%.
What?
And it looks like it only works while it doesn't. No, it doesn't work while ahead is stunned. Yeah, how is he doing that?
I'm guessing it's probably because there's so many particles on screen. I don't know. This is insane.
Somebody clip this, please, because we're gonna have to ask him about that later.
I mean, this is what Aussie does. He's a memer. I swear to God, he spends all day just looking up this crazy stuff. I think he's overloading the amount of pixels that are on the screen, or the amount of particles that are on the screen, and it's...
Yeah, this is,
I'm not surprised that Aussie knows this kind of stuff.
Yeah, because it does, as Chad points out, look like a similar setup for splash deletion.
All these antics just lets me know that Aussie's feeling pretty confident.
Considering he had a 2-hour go mode with still four major bosses left to take down, at the 2-hour mark, yeah, he's totally comfortable.
And
meanwhile,
one-shots Crocomire.
Almost. Had to get a second shot in.
What? That's a tough Croc. And that's Turtle Rock clear. And Aussie is going to retrieve his 7th crystal. So, you know what that means.
It is time for the Ganon's Tower Big Key Guessing Game. Ladies and gentlemen, there are 21 chests and 1 torch in the basement of Ganon's Tower. One of them could have the big key, so get your guesses in between 1 and 22 where you think that big key is hiding tonight. Me, I'm gonna guess on the low side, and I'm gonna guess 4.
I'm always gonna go with 19, man. Always.
Now you have until Aussie enters Ganon's Tower to get your guesses in.
Which is about 12 seconds. Maybe a little bit more.
And we appear to have a freeze on Hitaka's side, unfortunately.
I'm not sure if it's a game crash or an internet thing. I can't even tell because his timer's not there.
Yeah, it's been at 0. It was at 0 since the start of the race, unfortunately. And it looks like he has finally got out.
That's gotta feel good, you know. He's been doing it for that long. He knows that it cost his race, but he don't care. He got the trick. He's got to feel pretty good.
And it looks like Aussie is taking the key and going to the right.
And NDS is using a frozen floating crab to climb, which doesn't make it. What does gravity stop working when you get frozen?
Apparently.
I mean, I suppose the Metroids do it too.
Yeah. Alright, number 3, Big 20. Number 4, Missiles. 5, the Arrow Cap upgrade. 6, Nope Tank.
He's got every single energy tank possible.
Yep, full health Super Metroid.
I don't even think I can't do that because I've never been able to find all the energy tanks. Never mind in a crossover rando.
And check 7, Bob's Torch is just a power bomb tank.
And he is waiting on a creature to freeze and stand on, I'm guessing.
I think so. He could use a super missile to sort of quake the crab off. Chests 8 through 11 offering 2 keys and some more ammo in Ganon's tower. I can only assume by now that Ataka's picked up his cape.
I would guess so, but at this point, I don't know what has happened. Our tracker reminded me to say that Hitaka is completely offline, so it could be an internet.
Ooh, and bit a little late on the bandwagon for this, but Ridley is gonna give us a look at the pedestal. He's probably looking for Titan's mitts.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's hoping for.
Which, granted, he's never gonna find because two pendants are mitts locked.
Just a little piece of love.
There it is.
Dang. So he's already been to the compass room, and it's not in Rando room, so it's either going to be in Bob's chest or the
Ice Armos and Tile room.
Ice Armos. Or
So, yeah,
come on, 19.
So yeah, we're at 17 right now. That means. But yeah, that is
in like a year.
Yeah, but that is pretty funny. That is pretty funny. Speed booster in GT. I think that happened in the Shack Pearl seed we had up last month and a half ago too.
Ugh. Don't remind me. I was tracking that race.
All right, Armos on ice. Aussie leaving a very glowing review. Picking up now the compass. Another key.
No, it's in tile room.
Oh man. You know something? Just 2 or 3 weeks ago, I did see during a link. I think it was a daily race. Someone gambled on tile room early, and it was the big key.
So it looks like the person who was closest was Sir Opsalot at 20. I mean, let's see. Some Price is Right rules, right? The closest but not going over.
Pretty much.
This seed has just been like a troll the whole time. Congratulations to you, Sir Opsalot. You win a lifetime supply of rando seeds. NDS is so mad at the watering hole right now.
Alright, Ridley digging up the ice rod.
And Aussie's starting to make his climb through the gauntlet.
Yeah, as we're wrapping up this Ganon's Tower climb here, folks, give these runners a follow because they have put on an amazing show for you tonight, especially with the way this seed's been making them go all over the place. But also big shout outs to our tracker Mind of Me, who is really pulling the heavyweight tracking all 4 of our runners tonight.
For some reason, she likes putting herself through this kind of hell. I don't understand.
Nah, the hammer is what put us through hell today.
Yeah. Literally. Mind of Me just likes... I guess she likes pressing buttons.
And before I do forget, also shout-outs to my co-commentator, Semper Firedog.
Hi.
Ridley doing the big bomb as Aussie goes to land Molus 2.
Triple headshots, boom, done. Silver arrows make this game so simple. For the bosses that can die to it anyway. Silver arrows are the microwave beam of Link to the Past.
Yes, they are.
Really going to be very disappointed to find that the Pyramid Fury has nothing.
Yeah, it is said that plundering the Pyramid of Power is a foolish choice.
Oh, he's Zack on the mountain, so maybe he's going to go back into Tower.
I think he has to. I'm pretty sure he's been everywhere else now. I don't think he's made the East Death Mountain checks, though.
He's about to.
Yeah, he putting this off for so long. Last location. This is gonna last location the Titans Mitts.
To answer question, Chad, yes, I believe NDS does have Spring Ball. They all do. It's early on in Kakarot.
Yeah, it was Blind Hut, because Blind Hut had Spring Ball and Morph Ball. And there goes Aussie.
Yeah, Aussie's not going to fight Moldorm. He's going to do his patented double bomb jump glitch thingy off the side of it. I have no idea how it works, but he's going to try it. He's not going to try it. He's going to do it. He don't care if it takes him a half hour. I even think even if he accidentally kills Trolldorm, he'll jump off and try again.
Or hover.
I don't know if I've ever actually seen Aussie hover.
Yeah. Actually, now that you mention it, I don't think I've seen that either. I'm just so used to seeing it in general. I saw Fear Agent hovering the Total Rock gap the other day before Trinex.
Did he make it?
Yes.
That's impressive. Yeah, he's tired of Moldorm's crap.
And Diaz is also getting very heavily bullied by Mama Turtle. Does not want to get smacked by her on the way out.
Mama Turtle, she just protecting her baby. It looks like Ridley's gonna check his. He just did Paradox Cave, and now he's going into.
Yep, and it looks like Hitaka is back in business.
We have lost some things, that he's still got all of his equipment, so he didn't lose too much. His tracker reset.
Yeah, quick check of the pause screen. I'll confirm if he's picked up the cape and bombos. He's gonna have to switch to hookshot eventually, so we'll see. D-Web, we definitely saw him pick up the hammer before the he froze on Croc, so we assume at this point he has picked up. Yeah, there's the cape and bombos. Yep, he's in go mode.
So that was probably the fastest Aga 2 fight I've ever not seen, because I was not.
Yeah, you know something? I wasn't even looking for it either.
It had to have been like triple double or double triple, because I mean that was.
And Ganon giving us the land slugs tip today. Not my favorite.
I've seen that a lot.
Not my favorite.
I like the cheese.
I like the father's brother's nephew's cousin's former roommate, and I love the Faces of Evil quote.
I've never actually seen the father, mother, brothers, sons, husbands. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Never seen the Spaceballs one, but that's.
Join me, hero, and I will make your face the greatest in the dark world, or else you will die.
Oh, and then Diaz just died.
That is super unfortunate.
I think that's going to put the nail in his coffin. He got to be so upset after doing that. After working on that for so long just to get killed.
Yeah.
Man, that hurts.
But it looks like he elects to continue on.
I mean, he's not going to give up. I mean, he might, once he realizes he's going to be like an hour behind everyone else, he might not forfeit, but I think that he's going to continue pushing forward. And with that, let's get a single G's in chat for Aussie 101. He took down the big pig without us even paying.
Yeah, now Aussie's next stop is to take down the big brain.
Yeah, he's going to take down the big bird first.
Oh, yeah.
It's not very often we see Ganon dead before Ridley.
Yeah, it's not. Usually, we see all the Super Metroid bosses done about the same time, but not this time around. Yeah, Lower Norfair really was the only place you could save, theoretically, for Go mode. To answer a question in chat about the custom sprites, it's a third-party sprite injector that allows you to get the custom sprites in SMZ3. In Link to the Past combo rando, they're built in to the ROM.
There's like 300 of them now. There's a ridiculous amount of sprites at this point.
Yeah, there's a huge number of sprites. Just before V31 came out, they added like 20.
The sprite development community. Oh, and there's Ridley getting his mitts. He's got to know that hurt. 2 hours and 27 minutes in, you've been blocked from mitts for so long.
Yeah, only thing left on Ridley's docket is that fire rod.
Yep, and he'll get that just by killing the bosses he needs to. Oh god, he doesn't have either suit. That's gotta feels bad, man.
Yeah, and both suits are mitts. Both suits were mitts locked too, because Gravity or Varia was behind hammer pegs, which you need mitts to get to, and Gravity was in Hookshot Cave.
Sure.
Okay, yeah, it wasn't Hookshot Cave. Our tracker confirms that.
You know, at this point in the race, you ask me questions I definitely can't remember the answers to. Trolldorm is bodying Ridley right now. Being a really, really big jerk. And there we go.
Not anymore. And Aussie electing to do Shine Spark strats on the fancy Shine Spark strats, by the way.
He's having an out-of-body experience right now.
In more ways than one.
He really picked up his space jump.
Hitaka going to check Pyramid Fairy. Oh, he's looking for Varia suit.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do any more L runs. He's like, nope, no more.
Yeah, I was hoping we could see that, but looks like fate will not give us that opportunity tonight. But that's okay.
I mean, at least we had to do a hell run. There was some bit of hard logic.
Absolutely. Not to mention the
spring ball junk is considered hard logic, but they had grapple beam for that. So I think that's the only super required hard logic.
Yeah, I think I'm just glad we did see some hard mode stuff. I always get a little bummed out when we have hard mode with no hard mode.
Yeah, I mean, then it's just normal mode with extra step. Not to say that it's not hard at all. These games are difficult, but seeing hard logic tricks are really entertaining.
All right, Hitaka's next item on the to-do list is to finish off Pod.
And Diaz took down the Ghost of Argus. Aussie smokes Ridley and doesn't even bother to plunder his.
Yeah, had to burn all the super missiles to pull it off. Very nice.
It was probably
very nice.
calculated.
Yeah. In
Knowing
Aussie's case,
Aussie.
yeah. I'm curious to know what Hataka's reaction is going to be to seeing missiles in hammer pegs. Not missiles, various suit.
I mean, I'd bomb it.
He will. I do know Hitaka well enough to know that he loves to vent his frustration.
And it's got to be even more fitting when you know you're being watched. When you see an item like that, just blow it up because you know you're gonna meme for chat and chat's gonna.
Yeah, I remember there was a race, a daily race a few days ago between Fear Agent and Frostbite, and Frostbite. The logic was being mean to both runners, but Frostbite didn't even bother reading the pedestal. He just threw a bomb to it. And ironically,
I believe it was 3 bombs, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
I think I was tracking that, where I was somewhere.
Yeah, that was great.
Aussie didn't even bother to lower the lava in that room. He just swam through. Aussie's making his way for the lower north area portal to go to Link to the Past to save and quit to reset his game. I believe that's what he's aiming to do anyway. Hitaka took down Dino Kitty.
Yeah, I think this is the fastest way to... Oh, and he ran out of supers. No fancy shenanigans there.
That sucks.
I think we're actually seeing an area we normally don't see in Combo Rando here.
That's an elevator that I don't really see very often.
Yeah, he's going around. I've never seen that corridor before.
I couldn't tell you. I've beaten Super Metroid twice, so I have no idea where anything, except for what I've learned through the combo.
Yeah, normally I don't usually see people have trouble with that wave gate or that super missile gate.
Yeah, everybody's allowed to have a bad day, man. Sometimes bad stuff happens.
Considering how much memeing Aussie's done today.
That's what he does, and that's what he's known for. Aussie is the king of memes. He's also a really good player, but he's also a memer. Right up there with Solsky and his memes.
Ah, yes. But yeah, we're approaching the final countdown here, folks. Oh, I think Hitaka got dead rocked.
Best enemies in the game.
Unless you don't have Quake.
Well, Powder works too, which we know we don't.
Yeah, but, you have to go to GT for that one.
Not doing that. That's just asking too much. Hitaka opening up Turtle Rock. That's going to give him his 7th crit. Well, Aussie enters the region of Super Metroid known as Torian.
Yeah,
I actually didn't know it was underwater. Is the whole thing underwater, or is it like just this beginning part? Because it doesn't make any sense.
I imagine the elevator passes through some kind of off-screen, like, shield or something.
Oh, so it's that lava. This is that lava that's making that bubbly sound. Okay. Never.
That must be interesting, staring a Metroid right in the face 1 pixel before it eats you.
That's you know, if the Metroid is still cognizant at that point, it's like, oh, I hate you right.
Or you power bomb and then they're like, do I still have eyebrows?
Yeah, this kind of hurts a little bit, actually. Which is funny because in other Metroid games like Metroid Prime, you just shoot him with an ice beam and shoot him with a missile. It's so much easier.
Or have them collide with an open door.
That is one of my favorite things to have happen. Except for Jack and Jill. I do not like Jack and Jill at all. Those two can go.
Oh yeah, I know those two. I know exactly who you're talking about.
I almost always powerbomb that pair.
Can that does the door anti-Metroid door still work in Trilogy? Do you know?
I have no idea. I've never played the trilogy.
Aussie didn't even try for Baby Skip.
I mean, I don't know why. He's probably, you think he's going to Crystal Flash before he gets down there, or is he going to stop at the energy refill room?
I don't know which is faster.
The energy refill room it is. He needs the ammo. Well, no, he doesn't really need the ammo.
I think he wants to conserve it anyway because super missiles do still do more. Actually, no, against Mother Brain, I think. Well, granted, he's running charge.
The DPS is faster.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember how fast you could fire a full charge, but at the same time, Aussie ain't running plasma, so. So yeah, I think super missiles do end up being the winner in this case. I don't think you can fire super missiles 3 times as fast as a fully charged Quispy.
It looks like he's going for a speed skip.
Yeah, he was going for a Zebetide skip there, but he lost his. Whoop, never mind.
Yeah, so he makes it look so easy.
Yeah, that'll save enough of the super missiles to break the glass.
That was a quick Mother Brain one. He's definitely got enough room for the stand-up glitch, but I don't think it's going to be useful with just the equipment he...
Yeah, actually, you make a valid point.
Also, chat's pointing out that you can't Crystal Flash without using your reserve, so that's a good point.
Yeah, and the Baby Metroid does not take your reserves.
I forgot about that. And out of all the bosses in this game, this one was the one that gave me the least amount of trouble.
Yeah, I can understand why, because Mother Brain's attacks do have just enough of a telegraph, number 1. Number 2, it is half a cutscene.
Maybe it's because I've watched enough of these videos to know what to do as well.
And Diaz is going to get those high jump boots out of Criteria Power Bombs. Looks like Aussie is attempting stand-up.
I have no idea how many charged shots with the spacer it takes, but that's not going to be all that.
No, one thing he has to watch out for, because I've seen this happen a couple times lately, is he's got to make sure not to get the baby trapped up in the corner.
Yeah, I've definitely seen that a few times. That's really depressing, too. Because you can quite literally see the end of the game in front of you and you realize that it's not going to happen.
Is it me or did part of the instrumentation disappear? There it comes. Yeah, the bass is the bass drum's not playing.
It does definitely sound like there's part of it missing for sure.
There it comes.
Baby, no!
the baby.
It's actually put some pretty decent damage into that.
Yeah, this is gonna be not too many shots. Looks like we're at 10 now. Actually, it looks like it was still about 20-ish.
Yeah, it was around 20. I don't know exactly. I can't tell which was a hit.
It was definitely over 1.5 dozen. That much I can tell you.
Yeah, if he had had plasma, she'd have been dead before the cutscene was over.
Pretty much. Goes to show you the extra power that plasma beam provides.
The plasma beam is gross.
And meanwhile, after all that, ND has, well, first going to check Ether Tablet, probably, but is most likely going to head back into Hera and finally get those Titans meds.
He's gonna
We
be
hope.
really. He's gotta know this is the last place they can possibly. And that's gonna break his heart.
All 12 of them.
Yeah, well. I'm so glad you Super Metroid guys know how much these things do, damage does. I have no idea. Just from listening, though, I mean, I know that certain bosses have, like, Ridley has 18,000 health.
Something along that line.
That doesn't sound
Yeah,
right.
it's 18,000.
And with that, oh, go ahead. You got it.
Yeah, get your GGs in chat for Aussie101, who has finished in first place on Restream and first place amongst the community with an official SRL time of 2:42:07. GG Aussie, and fantastic time for that matter. Sub 2:45 is always great to see.
It's one of the fastest races in a combo randomizer I've seen in a while. A normal combo randomizer, anyway, not like a bingo card or anything. And we are joined by the man himself, Aussie. GG.
Hey, GG.
GG.
So, are you feeling magic with cane and bombs and arrows? That was interesting.
Yeah, that seems to be one of the lesser known glitches.
If you don't mind us asking, how does that work? Because I am not familiar with that at all.
You mean how to do it, or why does it work?
Either, really.
Yep, maybe both.
Okay, sure. So this is part of Ancilla slot stuff, same as splash deletion. But you have a cane out, and then you try to get the game to make the 4 explosion blocks, but it can't because your Ancilla slots are full, and that makes an error. And it gives you a magic refund for the amount of a block.
Ah, okay.
And then as long as the bomb and the arrows are on screen, you can keep doing that.
Fascinating.
I kind of had the gist of it. There's just too many objects on screen for it to process what's there. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, the Racing Council for Link to the Past put out a glitch list I don't know, a couple weeks ago, I guess. And it was on there, and I hadn't heard of it. And turns out it's really useful. Just use it for memes today, but if you actually run out of Magicon, try next. You can refill enough.
That's you definitely gave a lot of folks in chat shock.
Yeah, I thought you were having a stroke at first because I had no. All of a sudden, you started throwing bombs and arrows. I was like, "What is he doing?"
I was alarmed as soon as I saw the Cane of Samaria block.
Yeah, I was just thinking that it's a glitch that's not seen enough. Not enough people know about it. So I wanted to highlight it here. I was hoping to do it in Cold Stair's room, for a fire rod only Cold Stair, but he's a pendant and didn't go there at all.
Yeah, luckily the only pendant dungeon that had anything of value was Hera.
Yeah, it's actually funny. Despite the fact that you ended up, Hitaka actually ended up not double dipping Hera, found Titan's Mitts first, but you went back after doing your Death Mountain checks instead, and your routing overall just came out better than Hitaka's, unfortunately, because Hitaka ended up chasing a lot of the Mitts checks, but most of them didn't really pay out.
I'm also very impressed with the amount of energy tanks this seed has provided for all.
Yeah, the number of early tanks, it made me want to do Upper Norfair Hell runs a lot. And then by the end, I just collected them all just because.
Yeah, and they were certainly required today after discovering that Varia suit in Hammer Pegs.
Yep, the Hell Run was absolutely required. The long one too, the one that requires the most energy tank.
Yeah, I didn't go to Ice Beam at all.
You didn't miss anything.
And then required Croc as well.
Yeah, and Semper Firedog says every race always bet on Croc, and it so far it hasn't failed.
I mean, even and I can barely beat Croc, and you know it's our runners, and I'm always seeing it here. Sometimes it just needs the value, and every time then somebody doesn't go there and misses the one item.
In this case, the guy's running Upper Norfair anyway, and without speed or Wave Beam, it's slow to get back, and so you just do Croc on the way. And then I forgot that I couldn't get the Indiana Jones missile without grappling across, and I almost made it, but didn't. Then I got Space Jump right after that.
I think you were. NDS has Space Jump. NDS and really both have Space Jump as well. But yeah, I think you were the second runner, or the first runner to reveal Space Jump to us. Hitaka actually noped out of Hera after getting Mitts because he didn't have a sword.
Yeah, that's why I didn't continue past the lobby. Didn't have a sword.
And how about Big Key and Tile Room?
Pretty sure it's going to be 22 for everybody today.
Well, my guess was 21, and then turns out ended up being 22.
Where is Ridley? That's a corridor.
I think he's taking the Forgotten Highway to Meridia.
Oh my!
Yeah,
this is forgotten. It's definitely the Forgotten Highway because I've never seen.
Yeah, I remember we were a race where we were talking about this for a while because of we were having a bit of a logic struggle with Spiky Room of Death at one point.
Oh,
and we were talking about how this is an alternate way to get in.
that's the way you're supposed to go. I mean, even playing through the game from the when I did it, I didn't have to go in.
Oh, so to answer that question in chat, Hitaka was holding on to the wall while using the magic cape, and that does not drain your magic. So if you pull the wall while caped, you're fine. And yeah, can we talk about that chain for Bamos real quick? Because yeah, Croc had the cape, and then you had to go all the way back to get Bamos. That was actually Hitaka's go mode.
Did he not do Croc after getting hammered?
He actually Hammer was the second to last thing he picked up. He put off Norfair until last because of picking up the Mitts and Hera before everything else.
Yep, that'd do it.
Yeah, and considering there weren't that many hammer locked dungeons, and not to mention the value in pod with both charge and ice beam, and getting the early gravity suit and hookshot cave as well, that lured him to Meridia, which was okay because it had fire rod, to be fair, but ultimately it just kept him away from Norfair, and that's why he put off the hammer so long.
Yeah, backdooring Meridia for Dragon's fire rod and then leaving. It felt really good compared to where I'd expect everyone else to full clear it.
Yeah, Meridia was like really the only location that you really could zip, although something was an aqueduct. I'm trying to remember what it was.
Plasma beam.
That's the one.
Oh yeah, India's was just there.
And Ridley's visiting everybody's favorite friendly neighborhood, Shack.
Yeah, Shack Tool only had missiles today, I think. So, oh no, it was a big 20, I think. Either way,
I'm pretty sure it was something worth keeping because they left it.
oh no,
They
it was
came-
mushroom. You're right.
It was drugs.
It was
drugs,
mushroom to Quake, which was needed for Meyer.
which was not needed. Thank goodness.
Yeah. Good thing it wasn't an Oops All Dungeon seed.
Yeah, I'm really glad it wasn't last night's seed.
Yeah. Yeah, Ridley's going to be picking up that mushroom.
And Hitaka's almost done with the gauntlet. He's up towards the top of the fire rooms. I apologize for chat. We do not have any usable audio for anybody, so it's just going to be Captain MD, Aussie, and I for a while. And Indy has barbecue and the shrimp as we speak.
But yeah, so Aussie, what are your thoughts on like just the fact that there were so much scattered progression items this time around?
Before that, I thought it was pretty interesting that first super missile pack. I kind of went everywhere, did all the Zelda things, some Metroid things, more Zelda things, like for first super pack.
And then it was right in front of Spore Spawn Skip.
Yeah. Then there's a backup couple at Brinstar Reserve. So
Yeah.
you just had to make the gamble that you'd find supers, and it would have worked out.
And then right at the Edacoon's pit, there's even more.
Yep.
Yeah, it's those first super missiles were definitely a giggle moment for this run.
Yeah, and they were so giggly that Hitaka even missiled them several times. And just like the flute location being completely barbaric.
Yeah. Flute and checkerboard cave. Yeesh. Only in combo, rando.
I didn't actually think you were going to activate it, to be honest, Aussie. Because at that point, you didn't need.
So I did Lower Norfair for the Red Crystal and Desert. That's a big reason why I did it over Meridia. And then the flute just let me check it right away. And for some reason I went to Meridia after that, because from Pyramid you're close to the Whirlpool, and that puts you at Dragon, and it's hard to give that up. So that's why I activated flute.
That's
Turn
a
into big bomb.
fair statement. You know this game far better than I ever.
Oh boy. And Diaz, for whatever reason, is doing Ice Palace. Oh, he hasn't done Croc for the Bombos medallion in the
He's
cave.
also looking for Kane.
Yes. Yeah, Kane was pretty spread out too. That was all the way in King's Tomb.
Well, if you don't get late meds and you do Hype Cave before West Dark World, that works out pretty well.
Yeah, but I mean, Hype Cave was pretty hype today. Having them boots was, I mean, that's for me, that's a 10 out of 10 because boots.
Yeah. And that was found just briefly after. I don't remember who discovered it first, but the other male upgrade was in the Swamp Palace big chest.
Taco found it first?
I want to say it was. I think it was Ridley, actually. It was either Ridley or Diaz.
I have no idea at this point.
But yeah, you were finding.
It's been 3 hours, man. I have no idea.
Either way, get your single G for Hitaka, who has defeated the Big Pig. And now has to follow Anassi's footsteps and do
Ridley.
go to Ridley. Did he get
Ridley
the
skill.
Various suit?
I don't know. Does he remember that he hasn't killed Ridley?
Where was High Jump?
Criteria power bombs.
That's unfortunate. Didn't have a reason to go back there.
Oh yeah, Hitaka's still missing Various suit. How about that? Looks like we might be seeing the Grand Ridley Hell Run after all.
Or is he going to go to Turian and realize he hasn't killed Ridley yet?
Unless he
Nope,
killed Ridley
he's
while we
going-
weren't looking.
He's going back to Link to the Past.
Oh,
Does he have a flute?
No. I think he
Yeah.
just realized he didn't have Various suit.
I think you're the only one who didn't. I think you're the only one who's gotten flute so far. Or no, wait. NDS has.
NDS has
apparently.
flute too.
Yeah, that's a real long hell run.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, Hitaka's shortcutting to. Oh no, he's not. Is he
Where
going
is
to
he
check
going?
Ether Tablet or Spike Cave? I know why he's not going to Ridley. He's looking for Various suit, but
There's an E-Tank at Spec Rock.
Oh, NDS doesn't have flute.
oh, oopsie.
It
Yeah,
happens.
that's what I thought. He's checking Spike Cave.
So Ridley's back in. Oh, he took a save station at Sandpits. Yeah, poor NDS. He's in a really rough place. He spent about half hour in the room near Dragon trying to get out without gravity.
Yeah, and luckily no suitless Meridia this time.
Hitaka just got his last E-Tank.
Yeah, that explains. Yeah,
And
I
now
think
he's going in.
he's gonna go through Norfair now. He just refueled the ship too, so
Look at all that ammo.
yeah,
He's
literally.
He's got Quispy. He's got 70 power or 70 supers, 35 power bombs. That's 3 crystal flashes if you don't mess anything. 4 reserves, 14 energy tanks. I mean, good lord. This is
Yeah.
the run. You're gonna get what you wanted, Captain.
Yep. Just not in the order I expected, but still during the event I was hoping. I mean,
And
I give anybody even attempting this major credit.
Yeah, no, I got absolutely no desire to ever try it.
And I remember
I can't do it normally.
seeing this in a race where Hitaka elected to do this once as well. Unfortunately, it didn't play out. So I would like to see him pull through this one.
Is Ridley trying to get this Metroid over here to clip through those.
Yeah, ice clip. Since no speed booster. Very nice gravity jump in the lava. All right, he's going to take a quick safety save here. And yep, there are absolutely no full health refills left in Norfair between him and Ridley. No E-tanks left to pick up.
And Ridley's shooting down the moray eel dragon thing.
I was
I don't
calling
know
it the
what-
Anaconda.
I got no idea what that thing is.
Unfortunately, we can't just use the scan visor on it.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, X-ray scope don't tell us that.
Also doesn't show me its weak point, so you have to get lucky.
All right, and Diaz taking down Cold Stare. I don't think we... I mean, there's nothing left to find anyway, but there wasn't anything in Ice Palace, for sure.
I don't know where he's planning to go next. Honestly, I have no idea.
Yeah, it... probably Skull Woods. Because yeah, he can finish that up now. Although he might be waiting to quickly go mode it.
Maybe go do the Village of Outcasts and do the hammer pegs.
Maybe,
get
but
the
Hitaka was struggling just a brief moment there with worst room in the game, and time is of the essence in these rooms. Especially when that acid starts getting on your heels.
This is a terrifying room. I think he's gonna have the crystal flash up here. He's not gonna be able to make it out of the room.
Nah, he's got a crystal flash here.
This is a terrifying place to try to do it to because you got to get the timing right. If you don't, like, oof.
Yeah, he just barely hit the energy threshold.
I think he could have made it, but was worried about bumping into a pirate at the top.
Yeah, I think he had around an energy tank and a half left. And yeah, he's taking that pirate out to get a clean run at the exit. Good move.
Can't say I blame him. This is a scary part of the game. Like this takes some tenacity.
Yeah, it's really a shame he didn't pick up Space Jump or Screw Attack, because both would make this incredibly easy by
And
comparison.
He has so many E-tanks that the Crystal Flash doesn't heal him all the way. It doesn't fill his reserves.
That's insane. I didn't know that was possible.
I don't think he wants his reserves to be overloaded anyway, because it's just maybe an extra hit on from Three Musketeers later down the road.
And you don't have to worry about draining your reserves every time you crystal flash. So that's kind of
Very true.
Ridley took down Dragon so fast I didn't even see her spawn.
Yeah, that's boss number 3 down for Ridley.
He's gonna get him. No, not go mode. He's gonna need to get his plasma or his various.
All right, he's going to go for microwave strats on the pirates. Good move. That's probably the fastest way to take him out right now. All right, Itaka is going to make it up to a farming spot here. So may try to get some health real quick here.
And Diaz has entered Skull Woods.
All right, he's electing to. Yeah, he's not getting health fast enough from those guys. He's gonna have to Crystal Flash a second time now.
That leaves him one for the way out.
Yeah, I think he also wanted to get some extra power bombs just to be safe, better safe than sorry. And Diaz is reading the pad and learning that, yeah, that ain't gonna help you today.
Ridley is going towards dig spot. Question
He
mark?
might.
Yeah, he's
dig
whipping out
spot.
the shovel.
Hitaka's almost got Ridley down, but he has burnt 5 E-tanks in the process. Make it 6, and soon to be 7.
That's a good kill. Now the hard part.
Getting out is going to be pretty, just about as hard as getting in. No worse room in the game, but that's about the only luxury.
This is the worst zone in the game.
Yeah, one Crystal Flash should be enough to make it all the way back. It takes the normal exit.
This is intriguing but difficult content. I give him mad props for this.
He might try to farm a couple extra power bombs here just to give himself another Crystal Flash, which he's very close to having enough ammo to do so. He's got to be a little conservative with his super missiles, though. Oh yeah, he's intentionally grabbing another power bomb for another flash.
Yeah, you need to use a few power bombs on the way out, and that will put him under 20. So just confirm a few more.
Yeah, that's some
I
very
mean, better,
heads up.
better safe than sorry.
Yeah, that's some very heads up consideration of things to come. Looks like he's going to perform that next Crystal Flash now.
So actually, in RBO, these bugs that you see people farming with grapple beam, they can kill you very easily while you're crystal flashing, when you're heading into the Ridley room. So like they can spawn and then fly into you, and you don't have iframes when you're crystal flashing, so you would just die instantly.
Yikes. Yeah, luckily we don't have to deal with the golden pirates again. Ooh, Hitaka doing some very quick wall jump strats. Yeah, luckily Hitaka does have charge plasma, so that is going to help him get out of Lower Norfair just a bit faster when dealing with the 3 musketeers. But yeah, we're at the edge of our seat here, folks, watching this one.
This is pretty nerve-wracking, yeah. He's getting close, but it's still...
Yeah, it's coming up on the 3 Stooges now. Alright, he's made it to the safe station, so at the very least his Ridley kill is preserved.
And Diaz just got his cane. I believe that's gonna put... No, he's still not getting one. He still needs his cape and his bombos.
Unfortunately.
Looks like he's gonna go to Turtle Rock and realize he's not gonna be able to get inside.
Yeah, I can understand. I don't think ND has checked Dark Death Mountain because of those late Titans mids, so I can understand him gambling at this point for...
He's hoping the key's under the mat like it normally is.
Exactly.
Looks like Hitaka is safe.
Yeah, I think, yeah, once you really get past this room, I think that's pretty much the, safe haven.
It's still a little dangerous.
Oh, actually, no, yeah, he's still got another
Really
room to
have
clear.
enough health, yeah. So probably Crystal Flash and then pass through the 3 musketeers after.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be his last one.
Yeah, taking a KO here thankfully won't be the worst thing in the world because at this point he's already saved. But yeah, charge plasma, make mincemeat of key hunters.
Thank God something does.
To be fair, screw attack would be equally effective, but no sight of that for Hitaka this time around.
This is the very end of the Ridley escape, I do believe.
And Diaz is frustrated at what he sees on Turtle Rock.
Yeah, that's just a kick in the pants.
Yeah, I guess he would expect to be in go mode there, probably.
Yeah, he was hoping for it, but not this time. Meanwhile, while this has all been going on, we did have a second place finish. Maniacal had finished in second place with an SRL time of 3:02:04. So 20 minutes after Aussie.
That's impressive. Just killer routing, Aussie. Like, I don't know how you do it. Mataka's at his ship.
Elects not to take the refill here.
Charged ice plasma wave. Don't need missiles.
Yeah, and he's got enough health to get down through Torian, no problem.
We're joined by Maniacal in chat. Hello, Maniacal and Gigi. These guys just did not want their various suits today, did they?
Guess not.
Where is NDS going? Is he going to Bubble Mountain? Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
He should be going to Croc from here. So one of the parts that makes checking Croc hard, if you've already done Bubble Mountain, is speed is in Ganon's Tower. So there's no quick way back there.
Yeah, Frog Speedway don't work unless you can do that wave beam
glitch
block
thing.
deletion clip
that only
glitch
works
that
leaving. You can't use that to get in.
Well,
Yeah, Cape was Hitaka's go mode too, Maniacal.
what was Aussie's go mode? I already forgot.
Aussie's go mode was the fire rod, actually.
Right, Fire Rod. I had a brain for it.
Yeah, Aussie's go mode was fire rod. Pretty much everyone else's was Bombos Medallion. Except Ridley's. I think Ridley's was Kane.
NDS is very brave.
Yeah, dipping into the reserves now.
I think he's intentionally doing this to try to get Crystal Flash threshold, but
If he wants to do that, he could just use the spikes. Kind of.
I don't know what's going on here.
And Hitaka not bothering with Baby Skip, doing the energy recharge. Well, actually, actually, you can do... Can you do Baby Skip without Space Jump?
Yeah, you don't need Space Jump for...
Yeah, I thought so. And you probably ideally would want Screw Attack as well. Actually, no, Screw Attack can't break those, that sort of finery.
Yeah, no, I think high jump's the main requirement. High jump and wave.
High jump. I can't do it with that speed. So high jump and speed for me. Plus wave. And Also, some beam widener would help too. Spacer plasma.
Nataka getting his Zebetite skip.
Nicely done.
He's going to shoot Mother Brain till she dies. 4 times.
And I am curious to see the. I believe Hitaka will go for stand up, and I'm curious to see if he can go all the way with the with a beam hyperless takedown.
It's always nice to see. So the Swagnet was in Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Did we know that? I just didn't remember.
Yes, we did. I can't remember who picked that up, but somebody definitely picked that up. And there's Diaz's cape, and Diaz is effectively in go mode at 3:15:55.
He's only got 1 dungeon to do, so not too bad. But he's not going to get his Various suit. I hope he does.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough navigation. Yeah, one thing that was also pretty convenient for the runners, for everybody today, was sword placement, because 2 swords were pretty much well, all the swords were pretty much free, all things considering, but one was just really convenient because of the Desert Palace Big Key kerfuffle.
Well, the sword placement is what kept Hitaka from being a space jump.
True, because Space Jump was on.
Melbourne.
Yeah.
I'm also willing to bet that the 4th sword is probably in March.
Yeah, you're probably right. It's probably. Actually, I think it's definitely Meyer because we've seen Turtle Rock and Ice
We've seen
Palace
everything
already.
else. We've seen all of it. Could be okay. It could be in the Ganon's Tower big chest. Could also be in Waterway or Shaft Supers.
That's true. We never even saw Shaft Supers this time around.
It has speed boosters, so there's no point.
Yeah. If you're wondering, Aussie, by the way, what the powder would have led to, it would have been junk.
Yes. I think it was a piece of art.
It was missiles, I think.
Yeah, powder was locked behind speed in GT, so it couldn't be progression.
Something equally worthless. It was a nice gravity jump by N. Diaz. Going to North, man, you guys wanted to do your hell runs today.
It looks like there was a 3-beam takedown for Hitaka.
That was well done. Now begins the escape. To answer your question, chat, Flute was in Checkerboard Cave, which means you had to go through Lower Norfair. I always forget where that Shine Spark block is. I always just jump around.
And Diaz is actually about to go pick that up. On the subject of the flute, yeah, and Diaz is definitely going to be looking for Various suit this time around, unless he wants to try the same thing Hitaka just pulled off.
Once is cool. 3 times is going to be. That was a nice shine spark up the exit shaft.
Yeah, I never get tired of seeing that.
The real question is, does somebody save the animals knowing they haven't won?
Nope.
Probably not. Get your GGs in chat for Hitaka.
Yes, Sataka finishes in 4th place overall, 2nd place on the restream with an official SRL time of 3:19:47. We had our 3rd place finisher, Nidorific, who is also joining us in the Twitch chat tonight, with an SRL time of 3:14:11 for 3rd place.
GG to you, Nidorific. We'll see if Hitaka will join us. The seed was kind of not a very nice one.
Yeah, especially with that Varia suit.
And there's Hitaka there, and we are joined by Hitaka. GG.
Hey, GG.
GG.
So that was an excellent Ridley run. Just gonna say that off the.
Yeah, thanks. I had a lot of resources. I had all 14 E-tanks and 4 reserves. I had like 70 supers, and I think 35 power bombs, so... no screw attack or space jump, which would have been nice, but aside from that, I had plenty of resources. So where was Varia?
Varia was in Hammer Pegs. So Varia was Hellrun locked.
Okay.
You were also fairly
figured.
close to space jump when you got your mitts.
Was that on Moldorm?
Mm-hmm. And you want to know the kicker? Screw Attack was on Showcase Showdown.
I don't know what that
like
is.
placement.
That's the
TT missile.
yeah the only location that's locked by space jump.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and there's NDS going to get the Smith chain right now, so he's probably going to pick up his various suit there.
I mean, even if I had space jump, there's no way I would have checked GT items, so that didn't really matter.
Ridley's entering Ganon's tower. Looks like he's cleared all his crystal dungeons. I'm guessing that Apathy Duck was in the race too.
Yes, he actually just finished in 5th, SRL time 3:21:04.
Because he's already in Twitch chat. And Diaz just picked up his various suit. Did he get his cape? Yes, he did. So he's just looking for his Bombos medallion.
Yeah, just has to make a quick pit stop at Bumper Ledge.
Which means he has to check it because he hasn't been there yet. Screw Attack was in Showcase Showdown. Or GT Missile. I don't know what the real name is, to be honest. I won't repeat that, Apathy. Don't worry. I can't stop that stuff from happening in chat. So he goes to Swamp. What? Is that a misclick?
And Diaz, might have been, yeah. Might have just been muscle memory kicking in. I think he was expecting to be on the portal right off the bat. Nidorific, to answer your question, Chad, there were 2 hard logic requirements. Number 1 was that spring ball jump to Bubble Mountain. The second was the hell run to through Bubble Mountain to get the hammer to get Variasuit.
Yes, the hammer was hell run locked.
Hey, I'm back. My internet cut out
That's okay.
again.
Again.
Oh yeah, we were wondering
that
about
happened to you
that.
earlier. I'm glad that it didn't kill your game.
No, I just had to take a moment to screw around with it after I got out of Croc area. How about those early supers, first supers?
Yeah. That was ridiculous. Like there were 14 super missile drops in the whole pool, and they had to be like 35 items in.
Yeah. The thing is, they weren't actually that deep in logic. It just said there were 4 of them, and they were all in pink and green Bryn, where you don't want to go without supers because then you hit a dead end if you don't find any.
I did make note that you were pretty unhappy when you found.
Yeah, I gave him the business.
Yes,
Like
yes,
I figured if I keep clearing Link to the Past, I'll find some eventually, and I never did. So then I decided that if you go blue to pink to green, then you bypass the green door, and so I did that and finally found some.
Yeah, and then to kind of add insult to injury, there comes some more coming from Eticoon's.
Yeah,
Right before Eticoon's pit. It's like, now you're dropping them all.
And then you end with 70 or more.
Yeah, I think that's 70.
Is 70 max, or is there more
I
than
think
that?
70 is the max for this for a combo.
It's either 70 or 80. I think I've had like 75 before. I'm not sure.
I
That's
may,
a lot- that's a lot of
my,
supers.
my numbers may be off just a smidge.
And I have no idea. So you could tell me anything, and I'd believe. I'm just really glad that I didn't have to eat my shorts. I'm really happy I didn't have to do that. I told early on, 45 minutes into the race, I said that if Aussie 101 dies in Meridia or dies in Super Metroid, I will eat my shorts, and he never did. That made me feel really good.
Yeah, I try to avoid that.
Yeah, how about Hitaka? How about Speed Booster and GT?
That was nice to see because that let me do a bit of LN faster, mainly pillars.
Yeah,
Having to do pillars with no space jump, no speed booster, having to just power bomb them all, and you have to jump through and you get dunked in the acid, which does a lot of damage without Varia. That's not fun. So I was actually secretly kind of glad that Big Key was on Tile Room because that let me run through and look for more resources.
yeah, it gave you the last nope tank.
Did anyone find Flute?
Yes, it was in Checkerboard Cave.
Okay, so that was very locked.
It was hard lore and airlocked, yes.
The flute was in a place you need flute to get. In normal, or in just Link to the Past, that would have been it. Well, with no glitches anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one of the things I look for when I'm thinking about Meyer is gravity, Varia tend to lock Mitts and Flute, or the other way around. So it's just something that I kind of expect to see when I'm going to Lower Norfair.
And we got Ridley making